is going to be rough. I can feel it. Like, did you guys see? Was it like freezing on you or anything like that?
It froze, and all I heard was somebody crunch some chips.
The quality dipped down, and it froze a couple times. And
I had no issue.
And when I was trying to minimize the video, I almost hit end stream. This is not going to be good.
John's like, welcome to the bucket.
It's over.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, right.
Yay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich, Alec Funnel.
Did you know that Duke Nukem 3D had an expansion pack called Duke Nukem Nuclear Winter? In the game, Duke must rescue Santa Claus by going to the North Pole and killing things like evil snowmen, elves, and shotguns.
Wait. Evil snowmen, elves? Like they're the one thing?
No, snowman and then elves.
Okay. I don't know. I liked it the other way.
Evil snowmen, elves.
Yeah.
I was actually semi-aware of that, by the way, for the record.
Well,
Lee Funnel. Wow. We got the Lee brothers going on, but also Jason. Jason. And Alyssa Diz Camps.
I'm back from the dead, kind of.
Damn.
I know, right?
You're in a permanent state of dying, so it's fine.
You too.
It's true. It's very true. Hello, everybody. We are back. We kind of got shut down during December. Main reasons being that I got sick for a few weeks because that's what I do. It's part of my life. I just get sick, and my subscription for the program that we use to stream the Wardcast typically ran out, and I wasn't sure if I was going to renew it because reasons and stuff. And I spent forever trying to put together OBS and making that work. And oh boy, it was a nightmare. So we're back on the old streaming software again, trying to do it that way. Yeah.
Live again. Yay.
Yeah, we're live again. Woo. But yeah. And the video quality should be better. The plan that we have is a little bit better. So quality should go up. Features should be a little bit nicer. I worked on some of the assets and whatnot so that things are a little bit more streamlined and consistent. So yeah, we're starting off the new year a little bit more higher class, higher profile, if you will. What happened? What the fuck?
Nothing.
I missed something.
Me and Alec are using sign language. It's fine.
Oh, I'm also going to be refocusing on content and committing to some new goals to get things moving again. The channel's kind of been a little bit stagnant, probably the past like 6 months or so. So going into 2023, I want to kind of revamp things and recommit to getting content, get a schedule going, and just kind of recommit to the things that I was trying to get done in 2022. New year, new commitment, more progress. Got a lot to do, a lot of things. We got Resident Evil 4 remake coming out, which is really good. Well, I mean, the game's probably not going to be good, but it does mean content for me one way or the other. So it's exciting to just get another platform to do more dual content. So I'm excited for that to come out and be able to work on new dual stuff, among other things. But yeah. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that, because we were gone through all of December. How was everybody's New Year's and Christmas and all that? Did you guys have a good holiday?
I was there.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was there as well.
You're at my Christmas and my New Year?
Evil elf snowman.
He's got shoes.
He's got little booties.
Alec 20.
He looks like my cousin.
Wow, I'm sorry for your cousin. God damn. What the hell happened to your
my
cousin?
drawing is not that bad.
No, that's not what I meant. Well,
It's gone now.
take it as you will.
Oh my god.
Anyways, this week we'll be talking about good news for the Resident Evil 4 remake potentially, PlayStation being selfish, and the revival of Tomb Raider, and more.
Again?
And more. Yeah, again. But
Okay.
before that, hey Alec.
Hi.
How was your December?
Yeah, it's been okay. I celebrated Christmas for the first time with Alex and his family, so that was nice. Yeah, that's good. New Year's, I was working New Year's, so that was a pile of shit. But
Wow.
yeah, I got wankered the day after that, so yeah, that was good. I caught up to them. I watched Disenchantment, season 1, 2, 3. Hello, Survivor Horror 1991. I watched episode 1 of Elite season 4. I watched Die Hard on Die Hard Day because, what else are you gonna do?
I've still never seen it.
Really?
How dare you?
The
Get out of
look
this
I
room.
just got from everybody.
Yeah.
I subscribed to the WWE Network again, so I just watched WWE Survivor Series War Games. It was quite a good pay-per-view, actually. I watched a few more Stone Cold Broken Soul sessions, so that was good. So I'm all into wrestling again. It's WrestleMania season coming up, so I'm like, yes, let's go. I also watched Dexter New Blood because I was eating a packet of crisps and they had a promotion for Paramount Plus, and I was like, all right, I'll sign up for that.
Plus,
I was looking for things to watch on that, and fuck all was on it. I was just like, all right, tapped in Dexter, and I was like, oh, New Blood. All right, watch that. It was good. So yeah, that was good. I played WWE 2K22. Don't know why. It's shit. It's got Rey Mysterio. That should have just told me not to. I played GTA Vice City and still haven't got the last fucking unique jump. I played the PS5 version of Human Fall Flat, which was a lot better than the PS4 version. It doesn't fucking time out. I played Mass Effect for the first time in a long time.
for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
I played
So, are you gonna shit on it like Jazz did?
No.
Damn.
No.
I'm leaving.
I'm not.
You're not? Who
I'm
are
not.
you? Who are
I
you?
am.
Who
It's
are
a new
you?
year. It's a new year, so I'm nice. No. No, I've got a thing to shit on. I played. Yeah, speaking of thing to shit on, I played the the playable teaser of Outbreak: Shades of Horror. Very
Oh,
much
no.
inspired by Resident Evil. Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
You bought Outbreak.
Oh, right.
It's a game you bought.
Yeah.
Was it at
Yeah.
least
Hey,
okay?
look, that doesn't mean anything to me.
At least okay. I'm not gonna say good.
It's
I
okay.
played the first one and it was not good. The one that I have though is like a collection. I think it's like four or five different games, and then I think the one that you are talking about is like a new one or something. But that one actually
Yeah.
looked pretty cool. I saw a trailer because it was on limited run games, and I was considering buying it, and I'm like, well, I didn't really like the first one, so I couldn't convince myself to buy the new one. But it did genuinely look decent.
It's okay. It's you're gonna have to, I only played the demo of it, and it's gonna be a bit like Resident Evil Outbreak, but every time you walk past or accidentally jump onto a zombie or something, then your infection rate just goes sky right up, and you're just like, for fuck's sake, I only meant to go there. But yeah, it's okay. I don't know, but I'll probably get it when it's stupid cheap or something. But yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I played Shadows of Rose, the Resident Evil Village DLC.
Oh god, I keep forgetting that even came out. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna, whenever I play it, I'm probably gonna stream it. So like it'll probably be in a year or two.
I'll
We'll
be
see.
there to
Well,
heckle you.
Good.
See, I streamed it.
Oh, you did?
It. Yeah. I didn't complete it because I just got so bored playing it.
I'm shocked. I mean, wow.
I am shocked. Yeah.
How could this
Um,
be?
Yeah.
I heard that the third person mode's really broken too.
I haven't played the third person mode yet, but
Mm.
I played a bunch of PS2 games like The Thing.
Ooh. Do you like it? Please tell me you like it.
I do like it,
Motherfucker.
but no. Right. Okay. I do like it, but I need cheats to play it. I just can't sit there and play it for the mechanics of it. I just no. So when I play it properly, I'm gonna have the Game Shark / Action Replay codes, and I'll be recording it. And then, if you wanted, Sean, you could help me if we wanted to do a kind of machine.
How?
What's that?
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you were
Co-write
saying
it.
like, yeah. It took
Mythingama.
me a second, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
I wish it was co-op online, but yeah, definitely that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's always kind of been at the back of my mind on like one of the machinimas that I want to make eventually, because that game definitely is set up for a good machinima.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't played that game in like a decade or longer. It's been a really long time, but I remember that game being like really, really good. And like no one ever talks about that game. And it finally came up like out of the blue. I think Michael played it and he's like, that game's fucking terrible. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow, I like that game. Why are you shitting on my game?
Oh,
And it was like when it came out too, like, and that's the thing too, like you can't really compare
That
that
is the
to
thing.
today's standards, but when that game came out, like that game was really interesting and innovative. Like there wasn't a whole lot of stuff out there at that time where it's like you got these, like semi-smart AI characters, within that time frame. And they actually play off of you, and like it was a really interesting dynamic that no other game before that had really explored. So like I thought it was a really interesting idea, and I thought it was executed really well for the technology that was available when it released. So like as long as you judge it based on its like release window, it's a really good game. I'm sure it aged poorly, but it's a good game.
um, so when I played it, I wanted to see if the cheat codes worked on it. The health codes don't work on it, but there is a thing where you can do like you make all the characters go really fast. So I was just playing it, and then all the characters are like all got penguin legs going. I was just like, oh my god, that's gonna be perfect for something.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was good.
So you didn't even play it as a survival horror game. You just played it as like a goofy.
Lee, was it Neil that bought the thing? Or yeah, so I think me and Lee watched Neil play a little bit, and then we played it kind of, but we didn't complete it. But yeah, it was okay. I then played one of my show and tells. It is SOS: The Final Escape.
Sauce.
Sauce.
I feel like you
Sauce and
showed
sauce.
that
I think you did show that.
because I remember saying sauce.
Okay, then don't worry. But yeah, I played that again. It's a game based on earthquakes and yada yada yada.
On sauce.
That's sauce, yeah.
It's where you make
Saucy
spaghetti
earthquakes.
sauce.
But over the last 2 weeks, me, Alex, and his brother and his brother's wife, we have actually been playing Resident Evil 2, the board game.
Ooh, look at you.
The broad game.
I forgot about it.
The broad game. Wow, Diz.
Well, the funny thing is, like, Neil got it, or I think Neil got it for me 2 Christmases ago. And it was just in its sealed thing. And it's like, Rob, Alex's brother, was just like, oh, this thing came out. And it's like, we should really play that. And I'm just like, I got it somewhere. So we did.
What'd you think?
Do you know what? I was really concerned that it's not going to be a good game. But when you started playing it, it's fucking fantastic.
Oh, cool. Wow. That must mean a lot coming from you.
I know.
Shit.
Alec,
they
are you
really
okay?
Yeah.
I know.
Do we need to call 911 or
I
whatever
mean,
the UK equivalent of that is?
Just yell out sauce.
Well,
Sauce.
let's put it this way.
119.
if I didn't think it was a good game, I wouldn't get this expansion.
Ooh.
Brad.
Yes, and I played as Brad. And I was just like, oh man, awesome. Because I was first playing as Ada, and then I got a second expansion, and I was just like, I want to play as Brad, so I played as Brad. I was kicking ass.
When you're playing as Ada, she should have like some kind of a penalty. Like every other turn, she has to
She has to
pause
wait.
because she has to wait.
But then, as me and Alex were game shopping today, we came across this one.
Broad
Yeah,
game.
Ooh.
building it up.
Yeah. And you
Bold.
get to play as Tofu.
Yeah.
And you probably can't see it, but on Tofu's character profile thing, it has something about cheating. So I'm just like, oh, I'm all over that.
Wow. Of course.
Does
I'll be
Tofu
the
have a
cheating
little
character.
knife
Yeah.
and a little beret?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, hang on.
Nice.
No, I think it's just Tofu, but I think you can put a little hat and shirt on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. So that's my week's Christmas, New Year, whatever things like How I Met Your Mother.
So, wow. So are you gonna Pokemon them? Are you gonna collect them all?
Yeah, we were trying to get the B files today, but no one had it in stock, so we want to search for B files.
They're actually not that expensive. I thought the price would end up going up on them, but they've actually come down, so they're affordable.
Yeah, the trouble is, it's like the only ones we could find are in America, and it's just like it would take a month and a half just to get here, and I'm just like,
God damn.
yeah,
I'm praying for Alec.
yeah, because we've already done 4 scenarios of the first board game, and there's seven. So,
Seven.
and I think we're playing it again next week, so we kind of need to get another.
Resident Evil
Bulgarian.
D&D.
It's funny that you say that. We're going to
Can
talk
be
about that
done.
later.
What? Wait! It was a joke!
But,
No. We don't joke here.
Oh, you're right.
so
I guess I'll just
Diz,
leave then.
Diz, how's your week/year been?
Oh, well, I've been very busy since the start of November. I've been working 6 days a week, 60 plus hours a week.
Plus.
Yeah.
Plus.
I didn't have time. I showed up empty-handed to Christmas. That was cool because I didn't have enough time to go shopping. And the one day I did have time, there was a blizzard. So that's cool. That's great. That was wonderful.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I haven't played anything really. I haven't beaten a single game this entire last year at all.
What is the matter with you? How could you ever do such a thing? You're a
Diz.
terrible person.
Anyway, I watched one of the Avengers movies. I don't really watch movies, so that's something.
The first one?
No, second one.
Endgame.
Second? Oh.
The second
Or-
one. Yeah. I worked Christmas and New Year's. I mean, we're not open Christmas, so I work Christmas Eve, but I worked both of those days.
Why do they hate you?
Says
I don't
Sean.
know. Yeah, and this me being on the podcast just happened by chance because one of the other managers got sick and I had to cover for them, but I could only cover for them if they would cover for me. So
Fuck
Yay.
Hey.
fuck yeah, I'll drink to that, bro.
So would I.
Mine's water.
I'm not on the podcast much, so I don't know the format of these things. Is there anything I'm missing?
Show and
Show
tell.
and tell.
Show and tell.
Oh, I have two.
And it can't be your ass.
I have one.
Wow.
No,
I have two.
So, I got this shirt for my birthday.
Fuck.
It suits
And
you
then-
well.
And then for Christmas, my friends, that's the back of the box. My friends got me a waffle thingy.
It makes
Nice.
Loki waffles.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this reminds me of you. I'm like, what?
I'm not a
version?
waffle.
Which version is it?
What do you mean?
Maple syrup.
What do you mean by that?
Is it the woke version or the normal one?
Fucking no.
Is the woke version called Wokey?
I hope so.
I called my cat that all the time because my cat's
Loki.
name is Loki.
He wakes up, you're like, Wokey.
I'm like, yo, Wokey.
I call my cat poop fuck.
Wow. How endearing.
I guess also for Christmas I did a lot of pre-ordering. I have a lot of shit pre-ordered. Like a lot.
Didn't have time to go Christmas shopping, but did a lot of pre-ordering.
Did you pre-order Left what's it called? Left for or no. What is it called?
Wow.
Back
I
for
don't
Blood.
remember the name.
Are you
Back
talking
for
about
Left
Blood.
for Blood.
Dead Island? Dead Island? No?
Left
Back
for Blood.
Left for Blood.
Back for
Back
Dead.
for Blood.
What fucking
No.
game are we talking
No.
about?
Blood for
Let
Dead.
me look it up. Let me look it up. You keep
Back
going.
for
You
Blood.
keep going. No, it's not that. It's not that.
Dead Island.
No. Wanted Dead. Wanted Dead. That's what it is.
Yeah, I did actually.
Yes.
I pre-ordered that last
Good.
night.
Good.
Wait,
Got
which version
it.
did I pre-order? Hold on.
Did you get the limited?
I
Ah,
think I did.
Good.
I think I did.
Beautiful.
Collector's edition.
Hell yeah.
Yep, I got that.
Plus.
I pre-ordered
Plus.
Yakuza
Plus.
Ishin, Resident
Plus.
Evil 4, obviously. I have Trinity
Plus.
Trigger, which is a big fancy fucking box full of shit. And it comes from
So it was
XC.
Resident Evil 4, so that's fine.
Well, I got Grimoire, the new Legend of Zelda. I got a lot.
God
There's
damn.
there's a lot. I'm about to be broke as fuck.
You
but
need
yeah.
to stop.
I
You-
know. Help.
Right next to
Because,
a
like-
humongous truck.
for
Help
for
me.
you, like if you're buying a new game that's coming out and you don't play it when it first comes out, like you're wasting your money. You gotta wait for it to drop in price.
I'm gonna drop
Like
your
for me, if I'm buying a collector's edition, I'll buy it when it first comes out so I don't miss the collector's edition. But
This is
outside
so
of that, like I
savage.
know myself, I know I'm not gonna play it for like 4 years. So like I'm not gonna buy just a standard version of a game unless I know I'm gonna play it. And even then I don't play it. So calm down.
A lot of them are
Don't
collectors.
overpay.
Shh,
don't
a lot of
feed
them
into
are
their
collectors. Shut
fucking-
the fuck up.
Their goddamn
The only one that's not collectors is Resident
Conspiracy.
Evil 4. Bitch. Violence. Anyway,
Savage.
Bitch
I forgot how
violence.
savage you are.
how was your life, Lee?
Why did you say was? Is he dead?
How was your life?
Oh no!
I died.
Oh,
I was
no.
I was resurrected in 4s.
Necromancy.
Yep, that's how it happens. So before I died, I was, surviving fine.
Before I died, I was surviving.
Yeah, I was killing teenagers. It was a good business.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a ghost. Thank you, survival horror fan.
Oh yeah, there's a chat.
I got my new PC ready.
Oh, nice.
It's got-
Nice.
You can't see it. I'm sorry, but it is green. so
Hold it up
is-
to the
oh,
camera.
It's a bit heavy. But it's connected. But
Did
it's
you,
got a graphics-
Did you custom it?
It's custom made,
Okay.
so
cool.
it's new case. It's got a complete. It's a big case. It's got a glass panel. It's got lights. It's got a graphics card. It's got all that jazz and all that.
Fancy.
Mind the pun. And I just got past Christmas, so I need a while to recharge my batteries, get some more sellotape for 2023, and let's
So
see what
threatening.
happens. Yeah, and see what happens when it happens. As As for show and tell, I have this.
I have this.
I have this.
Oh, is that the mini fridge?
I
It is
thought
the
you
mini
had
fridge.
I thought you had a rocket launcher. I was like, oh my
A
god.
rocket launcher.
I thought that was
Does-
the actual
it does look
Xbox
like
for a
it.
sec. I was like, Jesus,
No.
that's huge.
This is
It's
why
the
we
fridge.
didn't celebrate Christmas together.
Yes. No,
Because he has a
as you can
rocket
see,
launcher.
it is the fridge. It's not got drinks in it, but it is the fridge.
Why are there games in the fridge?
Because you got to keep them cold.
As for
Duh.
further show and tell,
Cracking open a
example-
cold one with the boys.
for example, I got this as a Christmas present.
Oh my
is it
god.
Cuphead? What is that? Oh no.
Fairy Odd
My
Parents.
my screens are very small.
Yeah, it's a Fairy Odd
Good.
Parents Shadow Showdown. I can only surmise that the
Did you say Fairly Odd Parents Samurai Showdown?
Yeah.
Shadow
That sounds
Showdown.
amazing.
Ask Axeman why he got it for me.
Let's
It
hear
was
it.
cheap. It was
Yep.
cheap.
It was
Yeah.
cheap.
I
That's the
think-
best reason.
Alright.
And I got these for a future project in mind. I got the Resident Evil games, the OGs on PC.
Ooh.
So Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in the Explosive Edition. You love
Ooh.
those,
What the
don't you,
hell
Sean?
is that explosive edition shit?
I have no idea, but I
As
like
soon
it.
as you start, you die. You explode.
I guess.
Because we make it as a joke, don't we, Sean? When everyone
do.
when everyone gets this, they explode because
They
it is
do.
explosive.
Count your days, Lee.
Wow. No, he's already dead.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So
No,
I'm safe. I'm
Well,
safe from
I mean,
explosions.
count your days again. I'm an exorcist.
See, and you were wondering why he put the games in the refrigerator. It's because they're
It's
explosive.
safe. Yes. I'm
But
protected
it's
because
a
they're in the
fridge,
fridge.
not a safe.
Don't
Why
you
can't-
know that if
I
there's
feel
a
safe in my
nuclear
fridge.
explosion and you go into a refrigerator, you'll be okay?
But you'll
Yes.
still turn into a ghoul, though.
Didn't you see
Yeah.
that film? And why
No.
not use it as a safe? Because I'm not going to use it as a fridge. I might as well
True.
use it as to preserve my games.
True. That makes sense.
I know what to get
Exactly.
you next year. A
What's that?
KFC
Freezer?
console.
Oh
A
no,
KFC
thanks.
console, you can cook chicken in it.
I don't want a dry fryer, thank you. Oops, it fell apart.
Imagine you go to put
Mayday,
your game
boy.
in and you just you
Man down.
go to put your game in and you just fry it. Oh fuck.
I make mistakes of burning my wooden spoons by leaving it in the oven, so I do not trust myself with a dry fryer.
You know, I've melted a couple things, so I see it. I get it. Yeah.
A couple.
Was one of them the thing that you wear on your shirt? Did you burn that?
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Maybe.
The world.
Cooking's hard. I burnt my micro penis.
Again.
Again.
So that's how it is for dead me. So Jazz, what have you been up to?
I've been up to things. I had a lot of holiday plans that just get fucked because
Plus-
I've been having
plus-
back problems. So I've been on holidays until this Monday that's coming, like the 9th. So that's been kind of nice, but I've had to fill my time. So I played a lot of stuff. I watched a lot of stuff. I've been at my mom's since like a week before Christmas. Turns out my mattress at home, because I've been sitting in it for like 10 years playing video games in the same spot, so there's like a massive dip, and I have like sciatica, so it finally decided like, okay, fuck you, you're not walking anymore. So I bought a new mattress and I get it tomorrow morning, so I'll be going back home tomorrow morning.
Is it
Um,
a purple
Mattress?
Is it a Casper?
No, it's
Are you
not.
are you trendy?
I almost
going
bought
on?
that one just because it comes in a box and I could have taken it home right away.
I actually
no.
do have a purple and it's amazing, but
Purple.
purple.
When we went to like the store, the mattress store, and the girl was like, "Oh, hey, how can I help you?" And I'm like, "I have sciatica," and she's like, "Okay, cool, follow me." So
Wow.
apparently
Sciatica expert.
she used to be a like a something fucking what do they call, like a physical therapist kind of thing. So she knows exactly what to do and what to look for. So she had me lay down on so many beds, and she saw the way I moved. She was like, "Nope, that's not good for you." And then we found one. So I was like, "Yay!" So again, tomorrow I'll go back home. But like I didn't get to go shopping. I didn't look for an Xbox. I didn't look for a TV. I didn't do anything I wanted to do. So that's been fun. But generally, like Christmas was pretty good. Like I said, I've been hanging out with my mom's. We've been watching stuff. We had the family over Christmas dinner. I watched Die Hard the day before because Die Hard Day. I got through the first one. I watched half the second one and I passed out. What did we do? I had my PlayStation with me, so I played a couple things. Obviously played a shitload of PUBG. I played a lot of Diablo 2. I've been getting back into that.
2? That's
Yeah.
random. On PC?
On PS4. Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
remastered that. I
Yeah,
forgot
like
about
Resurrected or whatever.
that. Yeah, I totally forgot they did that. Is it
I got
co-op?
the yeah,
Like online co-op?
yeah.
I'll get it.
No.
I was like, "Hey, Sean, you should get Diablo 2." Like when it came out. Yeah, I think it's
What?
on
I got
sale
the
right now, so
PC
you might want to
version.
check it
You
out.
won't even play Diablo 3 with me though.
I do want to play
Do
it, but
you?
I really like Diablo 2 was my like teenage years, so it's nostalgic. So once I get through that, like I want to then
4
go
looks
to Diablo
really
2.
good.
Yeah, but I want to finish 2 and 3 before 4. Before 4.
Before 4.
I wish they had Diablo 1 as well, but I want to blow
Probably
up some
get it for like
cows.
$2 on Steam.
There's a
if you
cow you can
wanted.
blow up, and I really want to. No, I have it for my PC, but I just don't. I want it on the PS4.
Yeah.
PS4.
Piss-
I tried the free game from last month, Heavenly Bodies. I played it with my sister. It was pretty fun. We were laughing. We were being so stupid. You're like astronauts in space, and it's kind of like you have to float around and like go like fix puzzles, but you can like grab each other. So I kept like slingshotting her everywhere, which was really fun. And then I played a little bit of Ancestors: Humankind Odyssey, that game with the monkeys. I used to play it a lot before, but I did not play much. I had issued a challenge 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago for trying a new game. So at that time, I had played Extermination on the PS2, I think, or Extinction, one or the other.
What'd you think?
I like it. It makes me think of like old school, like kind of Resident Evil style, but like you're fighting like bugs or parasites or alien. I'm not sure exactly what, but
Bugs.
it was pretty cool. Like
That
I liked
game
it.
was one of the early games of Swery65, who did Deadly Premonition.
Swirly.
Or 65, I think.
Swirly.
A number. Swery number.
A number. Sweary number.
60 something.
Numbers are hard.
I like him. He's dumb.
Okay.
On Christmas, like I said, like Christmas morning, we did at my mom's with my sister and her boyfriend. And then when the family came for dinner, after some of them left, and me, my 2 cousins, and my sister played Moving Out. That was fucking hilarious. We laughed so hard. Like even my mom and my uncle were laughing because we were just being. At one point, like I was just trying to throw basketballs in the hoop, and while like everybody else was doing the moving things, and my cousin caught me, so he started throwing shit at me. It was really great. It's a lot of fun. Like I would play it a lot. That's what we played. Like I said, I watched a lot of stuff. I'll fly through it. I watched Die Hard 1 and 2, the Mighty Ducks Game Changers series, because Mighty Ducks is a funny movie. It was okay. It was really campy, but it was okay.
We watched the revival or whatever.
It's a mini series that they made on Disney Plus.
Right, but like they brought it back or something, right?
Yeah, it's like years later, and yeah, some of the original cast from the movies in it. I know Emilio, what's his name?
Emilio Estevez, yeah.
Emilio.
He's in it?
Yeah, he's in it. and he's a
That's
fucking
cool.
asshole. A League of Their Own. I watched that. That was like not the movie, but the new series that they made. It was really funny. It had Janet from The Good Place and Abby Jacobson, which I saw the name pop up in the things, and I recognized the voice, and it took me like 5 episodes until I was like, that's Princess Bean. That's Bean. So like the voice actress for Bean plays in that show, and she's
I didn't even know she was like a traditional actor.
I mean, like, I obviously like most of them are, but I didn't clue in. That's why like I usually see them separate, like voice actors and regular actors. So that was pretty cool. And then I messaged you about it, and you never responded. And I was like, motherfucker, whatever. I'll tell him on the podcast. And then 2 weeks later, here we are.
I remember you
Um,
saying that. I never responded.
No,
Damn.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought I did.
It's okay. It's okay. We watched Our Girl, which is like this girl who joins the military and stuff like that. We watched Ghosts, which is really fucking funny. And a couple days ago, we just finished watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and that was really good too. It's a really funny show. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's a really funny show. And then other than that, I mostly watch like documentaries of serial killers. I watched the Aftershock, the one with like
I love
the
your
earthquake.
mix.
Yeah, right. Like Aftershock, the one that the earthquake that hit Nepal and Everest. I watched Worst Roommate Ever, which was fucking amazing. Like not for them obviously because they got killed and shit, but like it was good. Shut up. I feel like I watched another one, like a big one, and I was like, oh, I could talk about that. And like the Pepsi Where's My Jet, not that one, but like something about something that happened.
Am I
somewhere.
having like a fever dream? Like,
Yeah, I think I'm having a stroke.
Can you smell toast?
It was about this girl who.
no, I can smell these nuts.
Oh, I know what it was. It was, I forgot the name of it, but it's this lady who was like telling her story of like, how she survived the Holocaust and all of that, and then they found out that like she was making all of it up, like she wasn't even Jewish. She did not. Yeah,
that's
like
fucked
it was
Oh
up.
like
my god.
she was pretending to be like a Jewish kid that got placed in a family to escape the war, and she's like, my parents were taken away and I never saw them again. But like, no, she wasn't. So people were really pissed off about it. She like sued somebody for millions of dollars. It was really good, but I was like, holy fuck. I totally skipped over like Christmas. I got a whole bunch of D&D stuff. I got some socks, lots of socks. I got a couple of movies. I got a video game and a book and the water bottle.
Aren't socks like the poster child gift for like the worst thing to give somebody?
So
I fucking love socks. Fuck
listen,
you.
yeah,
Hey, no,
Listen.
I'm just saying, like sometimes that actually legitimately is what somebody wants, but like every time you hear like a horror story, like, oh, I fucking got socks or
I got a
whatever, or a
rock.
sweater.
Yes, winner.
Damn.
No, like when we were kids,
I
obviously,
got
like
a
we kept
sweater
losing
made
our
of
socks. We kept losing our socks, so my mom started putting socks in our stocking as a joke. And then, like growing up, like I have so many socks, but I keep losing them, or I keep stealing hers. So every year she would give us socks, and then I started liking getting socks because I'm like, she gives me like 10 pairs of socks. So for like the next 10 days, I don't have to fucking do any laundry for socks. I could just keep pulling them out of the bag. So it's exciting. Except I
It's
haven't been
exciting.
going anywhere. So I
Socks and
socks are
exciting are not typically something that you hear together.
well, one of my pairs of socks, one of them, like they say, life is good, coffee helps. So
That's
that was
amazing.
yeah, those are fun socks. I was gonna show and tell them, but I brought them home. I like started bringing my shit back home. So I got a water bottle from Beth. It's it's a mind flayer
Uh-oh.
from Dungeons and Dragons. There's
Not
like
from that show.
It's not like
That one show?
Vecna. It's an actual
Oh.
mind flayer. Yeah, it's got tentacles. And then I got another show and tell, which is the book that I got. Oh, see, I'm so like super elaborate, right? Like I got movies and a game. I got The Devil in Me is the video game that I got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you told me that. Yeah,
I know.
I need to
And
get
then
it now.
I got Willow the movie and Candyman because
The original?
because I've never seen it,
Good.
and Beth and I kept saying we wanted to watch it, so I was like, hey, I put it on my list, and they got it for me. My book that I got is Tomb Raider.
Right there.
It's the official cookbook and travel guide.
That's amazing.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, it has like through the book, it has obviously recipes because it's a cookbook, but like it's all separated in continents and countries and stuff. So if you have like the North America and you go to like they're all recipes from there, and then there's a little bit of history on that country or that continent, and then there's like some pictures from the games, and they tell you like in which games has Lara been to that continent. And it's just like it's pretty neat. I flipped through it, and there's a lot of stuff I won't eat because I don't like Indian food and I don't like spicy stuff. I don't like seafood, but I'm gonna flip through it anyway. It's pretty cool. Yeah, more Tomb Raider stuff that I didn't have. Another one for the shelf.
The shelf.
Oh, I
The
need
shelf?
that because it's my shelf. I
have a
that's-
Leon cookbook, apparently.
Is it like all spoons?
Yeah.
He has like
Everything
you
in
have
that
to
book,
cook
you,
with
you
one
have to have a
spoon,
spoon. Yeah, you have to have a
Yeah.
spoon to prepare any of it.
but just one spoon, and it's all breakfast because Leon has.
And you
doesn't have breakfast.
can't give a fuck if you care at all, then you're gonna fail. Nothing will
Oh,
come out right.
sounds like that's a cookbook for me, bro. Let's go. Start shit together.
Just cook the book. It's
Yup.
easy.
You're right.
Yeah, bake it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
I don't understand my list of things that I've done, so I guess. It's
But
fine.
you wrote it.
I know. I wrote like all over the place. So
I do that all the time. Like I'll write down notes at work, and then like a couple days later, I'll try to read it. I'll have no idea what's going on.
I always specifically tell myself, I'll remember that. I'll
Mhm.
remember why I wrote it like that.
Right, exactly. That's the
No,
thought
the
process
fuck
that I have too.
no.
It's like I'll just shorthand this real quick because I'll remember. No,
and then you don't.
never.
Be like, does anybody know who fucking wrote this weird ass note? Like,
No,
Fucking hate
no.
that. And I never
I'll do-
learn. You know, you
Me
think eventually I'd be like, I need to stop doing that, but no, I always justify it.
I either
The worst
shorthand
thing-
it or excessive detail it. There's
The
no
worst thing
between.
is when I write notes, because I had to go through a lot of things that, whatever people want for fucking breakfast, dinner, all that crap. And I'm just like, I'm writing things down. And I go back to her like, what did that person want? And I'm like, I can't read my fucking handwriting. Like,
You get
what?
jello.
Shut
Shut up.
Wanted
Shit.
nothing. Okay.
Oh.
Marmite flavored jello.
I also forgot that I got
Mm.
pens. I got pens, and these ones are made entirely out of water balls.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
You had a Christmas and got no dice?
I did get dice, actually.
No
Okay.
dice, Chicago.
I was gonna
I got-
say
I got a set of dice, and I got a dice dungeon. So like when your
a
dice suck-
dice dungeon.
Yeah, it's a little thing. It has a little like prison thing, and when your dice are assholes, you put them in there. Laura Bailey has one. Her dice jail. When you roll too many ones, they go in there, and I've already used it. And also,
Is
came
that
with
like
the
a
dice.
legitimate Critical Role thing, or
No, it's just a D&D thing. It has a little light,
Mm.
so it's like green, looks like a little dungeon. And I got like this little beholder with the eye that lights up. It's really fun. But yeah, like I got these pens, and they're recycled wall balls, so it's fun. I had a story for you as well, Sean. I forgot to tell you. We were cleaning my room today to get it. Well, first of all, my room was fucking a mess. So my mom helped me, cleaned it, like rearranged my room and shit. And we kept finding random stuff in there. And she's like, why do you have a Barbie? Like a little Barbie in an astronaut outfit. And I'm just like, oh, that's for Sean. She's like, oh, okay. She doesn't question.
oh, okay.
So we have like a bag of shit for Sean and like shit for people because I keep buying stuff for you guys and then throwing it on the ground somewhere. There's just like a
Wow.
Barbie. So that's my life. Nobody.
I like
questions
that.
me
That's
anymore.
just the norm. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
like,
for
oh.
Sean. Oh, okay.
Okay, put it over there. But yeah, that's
What
all.
the fuck is with this fucking princess tiara? It's for Sean. Oh, okay.
Didn't question my crown, just Barbie. And that's all. Sean, how was your life?
Hi. My life was December-y. There was lots of snow, and holidays occurred, and yeah,
Occurred.
that was it. No,
Oh,
I was sick.
news.
I was sick for a couple of weeks, and that was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking great.
Just feel
I love
better,
it.
stupid.
It's
Duh.
like anytime there's a holiday or like something that I need to get done or whatever, I get sick, and I'm not allowed to enjoy anything. It's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
However, I finally finished my cleaning. I've been talking about that forever, but I finished cleaning. I finished reorganizing and cataloging all my video games and going through and
I
doing the
hate
same with my
digital.
Resident Evil collection. It was a fucking undertaking. It was crazy. But like I just went through and I cleaned everything. Like I went through and I like scrubbed everything down. I Windexed everything. I peeled off all the stickers, got all like the sticky residue shit off of the games that I got used and
Ew.
stuff like that. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work.
Sticky
But everything
residue.
looks so beautiful. It's all shiny and in good condition. And like I know like kind of where I stand with everything. Like if I have something that's in shitty condition and I need to replace it down the road, like I know kind of I have a better feel for my collection that I've been collecting for like, a decade and a half or 2 decades.
Do you want to help me with that? 'Cause
No, I'm done. Never again. Like as I buy things now, I'm just going to immediately, like if I get them used or whatever, like I'm immediately going to clean them up and get them ready to go, and then they go into the collection. I will never go through that again. It was the worst.
Good job.
Oh my
Sounds like you
God.
need another box, Sean.
Take the stickers off, please.
I got you. I
No,
always take my stickers off.
In your guys' defense, like most of the stuff that you guys sent me, like was in really good condition. I didn't really have to fuck with it too much. So thank you for that.
Get more
Shit,
sticky
some of
residue to
it-
clean.
Some of it was new. Like, I mean, shit, it was amazing. But yeah, shit.
I still have
Shit.
nothing to send you.
Shit.
I should
I
probably
still don't
fix
know
up
what
my
I sent you,
box.
Sean, because I haven't seen the video yet.
Damn.
So,
It's coming. I promise. I'm
you
working
said that
on
3
them.
years ago.
3 years. It hasn't been that long.
I don't
Has
know.
it?
I don't know.
Maybe it has.
Maybe more. I don't know.
I'm legitimately working on all of those as we speak, though. They're coming. I promise. I promise.
As
He's
we speak,
working
you're
on them
recording
right
a
now.
Wardcast.
Right as we're
Focus.
recording,
I'm
I'm working on it
professional.
right now. It's happening. But yeah. Christmas came and went, and I wasn't able to do any of the shit that I wanted to do for the channel.
Shit.
I wasn't able to. I have a fucking holiday machinima, Christmas machinima, whatever.
Posted in July.
That I'm at this point, I'm probably
Christmas
just
in
gonna
July.
post it. I'm probably just gonna work on it and post it whenever it's done, because it's going on like 2 or 3 years at this point that I've been trying to fucking get that goddamn video out. So I'm just gonna release it.
No,
But anyways, yeah, because I
Sean,
was
you need-
sick and everything, I wasn't able to finish any of the Christmas shit that I wanted to do. What?
You need to like release a holiday video at the next holiday and just keep doing that. So like
Yeah, but
Valentine's
he
Day,
forgets
you
to
Oh,
release
do
like
Christmas
be
shit.
one holiday behind?
Yeah, like on purpose,
Yeah.
but like accidentally.
Accidentally on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I will consider that. I watched some stuff. I don't remember most of it, but
Wow.
I'm not paying attention to it most of the time. Normally, like I'll put something on, I'm either falling asleep or I'm like trying to do something else, and I like just get bits and pieces of whatever I'm watching, and 90% of it's garbage anyway, so like it doesn't stick. But I tried to go and watch AMC or The Walking Dead on AMC Plus or whatever the fuck that's called.
Plus,
And Walking Dead's not on there anymore. And
Netflix.
I don't.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Why? Fucking Netflix.
I don't know. I don't work
produces
for that.
goddamn thing. But that's the
Jeez.
thing. It irritates the shit out of me because fuck it. The Walking Dead is produced by AMC. AMC has their own streaming platform. Why is it not there?
I didn't even know AMC had a streaming platform.
Maybe that's why it's not there anymore. But like that's the only reason
I didn't
even
even know
pay
what
for,
AMC was.
That's the only reason I pay for AMC.
It's my
is
initials.
because of the Walking Dead shit. And like I went to go and watch that fucking one thing and it wasn't there. And there was just like no communication. It just disappeared. No idea. There's no way to watch it for a while. And then now it popped up on Netflix. And it's just like, why? What the fuck?
The only
Wow.
reason I knew it was on Netflix
Wow.
is I turned on my sleep show last night and it's like Walking Dead season 11 and I'm like, what?
Oh shit.
I kind of don't even want to watch it because I know it's going to be terrible, but I pay for
Yeah.
AMC so I can watch that dumb show, and it's not even there.
What
I
else
hate
is on
streaming.
What else is on
Nothing.
AMC that's good? Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
I
damn.
mean, every once in a while. Well, I think the best part of it is I think Shudder is part of that. So if you like horror movies,
Oh,
there's a
okay.
lot of horror movies.
Okay.
That's
Shudder.
typically what I watch on there. But yeah, like the primary reason that I got that was for The Walking Dead, and they just quietly removed it, and I was very pissed the fuck off. But anyways, outside of that, I watched a movie called The Night Before, which is a Seth Rogen Christmas movie. So you can kind of just, I'm sure everybody knows who Seth Rogen is. So if you know who that is, yeah, exactly. It's another one of those stupid drug movie, but it takes place during Christmas, and it was funny. I watched Would You Rather, which was a horror movie about it's basically about a group of strangers who are invited to play a game to win like $1 million or something like that. And like they lock all these people in a room, and this guy just kind of goes around and goes like, would you rather do one of two things? Would you rather get tortured or torture the person to your left? Or like you can cut your eye open with this razor blade, or you can stab this person in the leg or something like that. And basically they're like, and they're all trapped in that room. They can't leave. So like they're just getting tortured and having to torture each other. It was interesting. I thought it was a worthy watch. It was kind of dumb. It was a little silly, but it was entertaining. I liked it.
I'm the only
What
one not
else?
wearing a hat. Sorry.
Yeah, and Ward hat. What the fuck?
I don't have one.
I'm not wearing a ward hat.
How dare both of you? If you just go to the-ward.com/shop, you could pick one up and it'd be great.
You take
Anyway,
that
The Ward
I'm gonna be
sponsor.
machete.
sponsored by the Ward.
Going there now. Ward store.
Though I started watching something good that I enjoyed, and I wasn't sure that I was going to enjoy it. Started off a little rocky, but I started watching Critical Role, and I'm like super addicted to it now. It's really good. I'm like 14 episodes in, and that's saying a lot because those are like 3 to 4 hours a piece. So like I've
Yeah.
watched a shit ton of Critical Role. Yeah, I've been
Fresh
watching
cut grass.
Campaign 3. It's amazing. Yeah. Are you watching Campaign 3?
No, I've just seen
What?
a lot of clips. I've seen the clip where he explains how he got his name.
Yeah.
I watch like them breaking the DM or like funny moments. So obviously that moment was funny because like they all fucking laughed their ass off.
Yeah, that happens a lot in Campaign 3. I
Also-
haven't seen the other two, but
Ashley Johnson's
What?
character in 3 is I watched a lot of clips of just her character doing stupid shit because she
she's
has like
so
no filter.
stupid.
She has no filter and it's completely different from like her other two characters. So.
Yeah, her and Travis. Those are my favorites. Travis
Travis
is
is
so
the old
fucking
guy, right?
stupid. No.
His character is old.
Oh yeah, he's always an old guy, or at least in Campaign 3. Yeah, he's an old
Yeah.
guy.
Travis's
sounds like-
characters are all pretty funny.
Yeah, he's just so dumb. Like he says the stupidest shit, and he commits to the character so deeply. Like, it's
Yeah.
like even when he's talking to Matt, and he's like asking questions about the situation. Like he stays in character the whole time. He's funny. I like him.
So I don't know how Fresh Cut Grass is like the character himself, but Sam is like the Alec of their group, especially in the first campaign.
I've seen that clip. How he got his name. I've seen
Fresh
that
Cut
clip.
Grass. Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up. Scott says that people are blaming Matt Mercer for ruining D&D because he's too good. I mean, I could see
Maybe-
that. He is really
Maybe everyone
like,
else should get better. Like the
right.
fuck?
Yeah, get good.
Yo,
What the fuck?
It's a skill. It's a skill set.
He is really good at it.
He
Like to the
makes
point where
videos.
initially he was kind of the reason why I almost didn't get into it, because he's just so detailed about like the environment and what's going on and stuff. And like initially it was kind of just like too much for me because I just wanted to see like the people interact and kind of, you know, roll dice and kind of overcome situations. So like I didn't really want to hear like all these details. But after watching it for a while, like I come to appreciate like kind of what that adds to the whole thing that they do there. But yeah, like how can you compete with that? He's too good. It's amazing.
Just get better.
When
Duh.
And
when
I
we
don't
s-
understand. I want to go behind the scenes and see like how he does that. He's got to spend a lot of like all that can't be on the fly. Like he has to flesh this out like before they record
Oh,
because
he's got like his whole story's written, but if they move away from it, you can tell he's ready for anything. Which
but I
is
mean
really
like the
awesome.
whole thing, I feel like there's got to be a good portion of all of them that they workshop, and then there's like little smaller elements that they kind of ad lib because there's too much lore and like cohesiveness for them to all come up with that on the fly. Like it just doesn't seem possible. I mean, I could be wrong, but
You
it
are.
just it
I
doesn't
mean,
seem it
you
doesn't
could
seem real.
ask.
And even I get that they're all voice actors and stuff like that, but still there's very minimal like getting caught up or like not being able to flesh out a situation or like fumbling or you know what I mean? Like everything is so consistently, I don't know, like it flows too well. You know, there's never a stop up or a problem or anything like that, which makes me
There
question it a little
has
bit.
there has been. I think like by season 3, I guess, or by campaign 3, they've gotten a lot better
Mm.
at like reading each other and like knowing how whatever. But they do catch themselves, like they catch each other off guard a lot, and that's actually like the clips that I like to watch the most. But like if you ask Carmen, one of our games, like I had to improv the entire game because the group went the wrong way, and they didn't even know. Like sometimes you just go with it, and like you're just like, oh, okay, so you have to be a good storyteller, I guess.
The rule of
Mhm.
improv: go with the flow and never say no. That's the rule
Right,
of improv.
I
but
say no.
when you have like what 9 people and you're
Yeah.
going that deep into detail and lore and character development and stuff, I just feel like there's got to be more trip ups than they have there. But I don't know, maybe they're just that good. I don't fucking know. It just I don't know. I hope it's all genuine, but it just it's too impressive. It's too good. Anyways, regardless, it's good. It's great.
I like
I
it
like it. I like it a lot.
a lot.
A lot. I played some video games. We're doing, like I
Did
said,
you?
God.
we're doing the challenge. We're doing the one new game a week challenge.
Yeah.
We gotta do it. Um, I played what is it called? Blood Will Tell. Yes, I played that
Back for
PS2
blood.
game. Very weird game. You're like a samurai dude, and like demons basically ripped apart and took all of the parts of your body, and you're basically just like a shell of a person, and somehow like you magically can move around and function as a person because like I don't know, somebody found him and like reassembled him. I don't know, it's bullshit. But anyways, so like he has no limbs, and like the whole point of the game is like you're going after these demons and you're like reclaiming your body parts. So like he's got like no arms and he just has like these daggers or swords like sticking out of where his arms are and shit like that. It's very weird. But it's really cool. It plays really good. It's kind of like a Devil May Cry esque like character action game. But it's
Yeah.
very unique and interesting. I'm enjoying that. I tried to play Ape Escape on the PS1 and I couldn't because there's some kind of like analog controller issue. It wouldn't recognize, so I couldn't play it. I played the second Alone in the Dark game, I think it is, on the PS1. That game is a total piece of shit. Like, wow. Oh my God.
Same.
So bad. I don't even know like what they were going for in that game because it's like zombie pirates, I guess, maybe. I don't know. And there's zombie chefs running around and you beat them up with like a wooden spatula and you can like punch and kick them and headbutt them and shit. And this is supposed to be like one of the like fundamental survival horror games and I'm just like, huh? How?
Sounds
Because
like a
like
good time.
Resident Evil gets a lot of shit for being, you know, what it is, but like fuck, Alone in the Dark, it's like on a whole nother level. But yeah, that's real bad. Um, I had to like I think I played it for maybe like 2 or 3 hours and I had to give up because it was just I couldn't deal with it anymore. I played Resident Evil 4 on Steam for like 15 minutes.
How did that make
And
you feel?
hey, I always enjoy playing Resident Evil 4. Always.
No.
I struggled with it
Always.
so bad on Steam. I can't
What?
do it.
Why? What's wrong with the Steam? I mean, I hate Steam. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know if it's just me. I think it might just be me, but I couldn't figure out anything.
Were you trying to play on a,
Pooh!
Were you trying to play on
Sorry.
like a mouse and keyboard or what?
I tried it for some reason. I tried to put like my controller, and it wasn't recognizing my controller. But I think that was around the time I was having issues with that, and it wasn't just that game. But I did try mouse keyboard. I would rather
Die?
yeah. I would
I can
rather
help
do a
with
lot
that.
of things.
I agree.
Rather swallow a cup of razor blades than do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of mouse. Well, it has its
depends.
purpose. There's very particular games like first person shooters on PC are good with mouse and keyboard, and like there's some strategy games and whatnot that makes sense to use on a mouse and keyboard. But outside of that, anything third person or like over the shoulder or adventure kind of games, they're just not built that way, and I
No.
can't stand playing on mouse and keyboard like that.
I couldn't even
But
figure out
yeah.
how to save. I was like, you know what? We're done. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. For Christmas, a show and tell time, I got one really spectacular gift this year,
Spectacular.
and
Okay.
I got a Steam Deck, which is
Oh,
kind
wow.
of relevant to what we were talking about, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, I don't like digital, and I don't like Steam, but this is what I was playing Resident Evil 4 on. That's why I was playing it, was just to kind of see how it runs on the Steam Deck, and it's really cool. It's kind of like a little portable PC. Basically, it runs like it has a desktop on there. It runs Linux, and you can actually use it just like you would use any kind of a computer. And primarily, what I've been using it for is like all my games that I have, like especially like the older catalog. I can like back them up as ROMs, and I can play them all through the Steam Deck. So like not only can I play my library like wherever I go, but I can also like take it to work and play on my breaks and stuff like that. And since it functions like a PC, it can output directly in high definition. So I can use it to capture, and like I can streamline like back and forth between the Steam Deck and my PC. So I can use it as like a machinima device where I can download ROMs that are actually higher quality of my library, that are like in HD or have patches that have like fixed problems with the original version. And I have like a more pristine version to capture from when I want to make machinima, which is really fucking cool. But yeah, it's pretty fucking neat. It's cool. It's like the ultimate gift for me because it's something that's really cool that I would probably never buy myself because I'm anti PC and I'm anti digital. But since I got it as a gift, like I I have so many ways that I can use it and enjoy it. But yeah, it's like it's amazing. It's fucking
Fancy.
yeah.
Fancy.
It was very unexpected and very beautiful. I don't buy one.
Wow.
I don't condone them, but it's really cool.
I was about to
it's
ask,
pretty
would
neat.
you recommend it?
Yeah, I can see. So if you do enjoy playing digital, I think it's amazing and you should definitely buy it. But for somebody that prefers physical and is anti PC, it's just not. It's not
like a-
made for me.
It's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, kind of.
Send it
Like
to
it,
me.
like I can utilize it for a lot of things that will be great, but it's not made for a person like me.
Not
But yeah, if
ideal.
you download a lot of shit on Steam, or if you play a lot of ROMs or whatever, like it's really really cool.
Lee has a question.
Hello.
Does Resident Evil 4 work better on the Steam Deck than the Switch?
I still haven't opened my Switch.
Jonathan,
I
wanna
probably
know.
never will.
I'm about to purchase a third one. Stop.
Jesus.
Well, that's because there were some leaks. I'm not going to go into detail, but there were some leaks of a
Oh.
special OLED, and I want.
Did you just smell the microphone?
I did. Gimme.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially now that I have the Steam Deck, I honestly don't even know if I'm going to bother with my Switch at this point, like if I'll ever open it and play it. because like
How are
every-
we supposed to play together, you dick?
you're never around,
I'm around.
and neither
just-
am I.
Yeah.
So if that day ever comes and you wanna like ruin our friendship over Mario Party, like I'm here for it. But but outside of that,
Why
yeah,
just
I
stop
don't
in
know.
Mario Party? We could ruin our
I'm-
friendship in anything.
That's true.
Wow.
Could ruin it right now.
Yeah, let's do
even
it
if,
right
even
now.
if
Let's do
it's
it
not
live.
competitive, let's go. I'll make
Let's
it
just commit to
competitive.
ending it right now. Um,
Sad.
yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bitter about the Switch just because the whole bullshit that they're doing where like they're a lot of the games that they're releasing, it's like, oh, half the game is on the cartridge and you still have to download half of it. And it's like, oh, here's a
Yeah.
collection and one game's on the card and one's not, and blah blah blah. Like I really don't appreciate that. And the moment that I like it's not clear cut that that's the case, and I open up a game and I try to play it and I have to download half the game, I'm gonna be very angry. And I don't want to put
personally-
myself in that position.
I've personally never really had that issue, but I guess I
That's
don't
good.
buy those games because they don't interest me because
Mm, yeah.
of that. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could have, Diz, you could have said that you're smarter than Sean, so you know that
It's true.
these
Oh
games are
no,
addictive.
I'm about as dumb as. I'm not gonna make it a contest, but I'm pretty fucking stupid.
Oh wow. Scott said that Steam RE4 is a pain. OG RE4 PC is best. Keyboard only input stuck at like 360p, and the cutscenes are FMVs with no custom support. See, I don't know about this PC shit. All right, like it's all PC. Whether you download it through Steam or I don't even know how else you would attain it. What's the difference?
I'm gonna translate that for you. Steam RE4 very bad.
Nah, well, let me retranslate it for you. Everything on PC very bad.
You know what
How
the
about
best
that?
version of
Hey,
RE4
there's
was
some-
the Wii with the Wii
That-
mode.
yeah, the Wii one was fucking amazing.
It was
That was my
amazing.
first
It was
one.
a
No,
lot of
I'm
fun.
being sarcastic. It was horrible.
No,
What? No,
great.
the Wii version's amazing.
No, it isn't.
The
Ah,
Wii
it's-
mode.
I had
it's
fuck
so
you.
good. That was
I
my
had-
first RE4.
See, that's a terrible way to experience it the first time, but it's a lot of fun. Like it's way too easy
Yeah.
to play it on the Wii because you have total control over it and you can move too fast. But just as far as like playing another version of RE4, it's a really fun way to do it. Like it's just enjoyable because it essentially breaks the game to play it that way, but it's just fun to do it like that. I'm sure it's
I know-
similar to the way that you play VR RE4. You know, it's not really meant to play that way, so it's probably really easy and broken, but I bet it's fun.
I know a version of RE4 that's worse than the Steam version. The
Uh-oh.
Ubisoft PC port.
That's
I
a
thought you were gonna say
thing.
the one on the iPhone.
Yes, there's a thing.
Oh God.
Well,
With
that
the
too.
Zebo.
The Zeba. Yeah. I want that. God, I need that in my collection one day.
I'll be looking
you
for you,
don't.
Sean. I got you.
I need it.
I'll be hunting. I got you.
Thank you.
You need it so you don't play it for at least, I don't know, 5 years.
Exactly. So you get it. You understand me.
Sean's a little goblin. He likes to collect
I've known you for
things.
too long
I
now.
am also
I
a
just
goblin.
throw them in the
so
cave, and that's where they belong.
Exactly. I
My
get it.
precious.
Exactly.
Oh, God. A little
Goblin.
goblin. Wow. It's amazing.
Okay, I'm a little goblin. You're
We're both
taller.
goblins. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
we goblin.
Taller. I like that you didn't say tall. You said taller.
Well, I don't
It's
remember
rude.
your exact height, so
No, it was accurate.
Well, you're both goblins with micro penises. Just get over it.
Wow.
stop
rude.
talking about our micro penis.
Do we share one?
I guess.
If you guys stop being friends and you separate, who gets to keep the bigger part?
Which
This
is
is
the
just
bigger
split
part, the
down the middle.
balls.
None of it, apparently. Yes.
What is happening?
Been
Oh.
drinking. That's what.
Download this episode soon on Pornhub.
ew.
Guess what? Guess what time it is?
Time for Pornhub?
Late.
Time for some Pornhub.
Right.
All right,
okay.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Get out of this shit.
Wow. I think it's
for a new
time.
news intro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Jazz.
Listen,
You have
it's
your
on
next
my list.
you have your next to do, and it is to make a new news
Doo-doo.
intro video.
Intro.
Intro.
It's gotta have cat.
Well, it's not really an
cat name in
intro.
it.
I'm gonna put
No.
like the intro song of the Wardcast to it. You know,
Wow.
That'd be fucking
How
hilarious.
they're the
how dare
same.
you?
So
How dare you?
Oh my
You
god.
mean the original?
Hey, how about fuck you?
how about fuck you? I'll make the song myself.
How about-
Yeah.
How about fuck? Wow. Microsoft is willing
Mm.
to put Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus.
Duty.
As part of the potential buyout of Activision Blizzard, which we talk about constantly because it's all over the news, Microsoft is committed to continue to allow Call of Duty to be on Sony platforms for another 10 years. That offer included rights to distribute the games via PlayStation Plus. This is an offer that Sony has yet to accept as they continue to protest the buyout. I think that's kind of interesting that, I mean, I guess Microsoft just gets the gravity of the buyout because for them to allow PlayStation, because if PlayStation Plus is able to distribute that the same way that they can distribute it on like Game Pass, like it's almost like they own it too, right? Because Microsoft isn't going to be able to get the lion's share out of like a distributing through a Sony platform like PlayStation Plus, like a subscription
Well,
service. So the fact that they're willing to do that, it's kind of interesting. I wonder what that split actually looks like real world. Like how much, if they put it on PlayStation Plus, like how much does Microsoft get and how much does Sony get? Because I just wonder if they're being like really shitty about this, because at face value, like having the games for 10 plus years and then being able to put it on PlayStation Plus seems like a pretty good deal. But again, I guess it depends on the revenue split. So it's kind of hard to say. Anyway, Nintendo was also given a similar offer and they accepted it. Valve was given the same offer as well, but they declined, though Valve is open to working with Microsoft post-acquisition, whatever that means, individual distribution or something. But yeah, in case you didn't know, recently the FTC stated that they are suing Microsoft to prevent the buyout. So things are still very much up in the air, but Microsoft is trying very hard to make the buyout happen. But we'll see. We'll see if it happens. I don't care either way. Like who fucking cares? I don't like most of the shit that Blizzard and Activision own. I don't give a shit about. Like I like Diablo, but I don't care where I get it. Really, at the end of the day, I don't care about Overwatch. I don't care about Call of Duty. Never played Warcraft. I don't like strategy games. Candy Crush can fuck off. I don't care. I just want it to be out of the news. I'm tired of looking at it.
Do you know what I was thinking?
Hmm.
I was thinking Microsoft could be another word for micro penis.
Micro penis soft.
Because it's Microsoft.
Microsoft penis.
God damn it.
Wait, don't give them ideas. They might sell it like they're selling those jackets for the controllers. They might sell an Xbox
Condom?
micro penis.
Better
Yes.
patent that shit right now.
Xbox condoms.
For your controller.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You should be. Cuphead is finally getting a physical release. When the fuck did this game come out? Why did it take this long? Fucking bullshit.
It didn't have one?
No.
Oh.
And I
don't care about the game, but
I used to be excited about it. It looked really cool, and like now it's been years, and I'm just like, I still kind of want it, but the excitement that I had when it was like new and interesting is gone. But whatever. Originally an Xbox exclusive digital only title, Cuphead is a highly praised side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game. Originally released in September 2017, Cuphead will finally be getting a physical release on multiple platforms over 5 years after its release. This iteration will include the recently released DLC on disc as well, which is nice. There's also a collector's edition, which you can see in that image, exclusive to IM 8-bit, that will include a Cuphead marionette, a music box, and more.
that's actually pretty cool for the collectors.
It's a pretty cool collector's edition, but
it's different.
I feel like I'm kind of done with collector's editions. Like unless it's something that I'm super into, I need to not buy anymore because I don't have space.
That makes
There
sense.
there was a period of time like a long time ago when I was primarily playing on Xbox 360 where every game that I bought, I would buy the collector's edition. So at this point, I have like I don't
An
even know.
obscene amount.
Yeah, I have like 8 bookcases that are just collector's editions of varying proportions, and it's a goddamn nightmare. So like I
Yeah,
don't I
I
don't
only
want
buy
anymore.
collectors. I only buy collectors of what I like or what I
Yeah.
know I will like.
Well, and that was kind of the idea is like I would look at something and watch videos and be like, okay, well, this looks like something I'm probably going to like. Therefore, like my mentality has always been if it's something that I'm going to like, I want the best version of it. But
Yeah.
there's just so much shit out there these days, and collector's editions are getting like shittier and shittier and more expensive. And it's just like I kind of hit that point where I just need to stop. It's just not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
And I kind of fed into that a lot more too when I was doing a lot of limited run game stuff. I kind of had that same mentality where almost every game that they released on limited run would have a collector's edition. So I during that period I bought a shit ton more, and it's just like no more. Like of course if it's Resident Evil or again something that I'm really into, like I'm really excited for Wanted Dead. There are games out there that I have a good feeling that I'm going like I can tell if I'm going to like it, and if I like it enough I'll buy a collector's edition in that situation. But I'm definitely going to minimize what I get going for it. I didn't even like I thought about getting the God of War one because I like or Ragnarok because I really like God of War, and I have the collector's edition for 3 and Ascension and the reboot of God of War. I've got all of them, so I think I have every single God of War collector's edition that's come out so far. And
I
so
at
like I
that point
wanted
I
to get.
would.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I've come this far. Like, it'd be nice to
Might
have
as
a complete
yeah.
set.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. First off, the collector's edition doesn't come with a physical version of the game. It's a goddamn code. And second, it's almost like $300, and the
What?
contents that come with it is like it's nothing. Like, um, I don't even think it has a statue or anything. It's just like a replica of like a weapon in the game. And it's like you get some dice or something, which I'm sure Jazz would appreciate. But like the content, like this is not $300 worth of content. So I couldn't,
I swear it
I
wasn't that
couldn't
much
pull
when
the
I
trigger
saw
on
it
it.
recently.
It was fucking, it was like, it was at least 250, but I want to say it was closer to 280. It was a lot.
Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing, which is highly possible because, like I
There,
said before, I'm stupid.
there's 2 of them. There's
Wow.
like a
Oh.
there's like a premium, and then there's like a collector's edition.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
But yeah, that shit's
Nah.
getting out of control.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you include the physical?
Yeah, and that's
That-
happening more and more too. Like, and when you buy like a collector's edition of a console or whatever, you would typically get a physical copy of the game too. But even
Yeah.
that, I mean, that one I understand a little bit more getting a code. I don't like it. But when you're
Yeah.
buying a fucking physical collector's edition specifically for that game, how are you not going to have a physical copy of the game? Clearly, the person buying it appreciates the physicalness of the thing.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? It's so stupid.
Imagine if they did the collector's edition of consoles. So, like, you just get a USB. You have to put it into the PC or something, and you had to download the console settings and everything.
Sean, do you
You
want my
get-
Bayonetta 3?
What, you don't want it?
I bought the collector's edition of Bayonetta 3, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get the collector's edition, but the people canceled pre-orders, so I got one. So now I have 2 Bayonetta 3s.
Oh wow.
Regular. I have a regular one and a collector's edition. So.
I have it too.
Oh shit.
But again, see, that was one that I knew that I would like, because
Yeah.
I love the first one. I never played the second one because it was on Wii U, and I haven't touched my Switch yet. So
had to fucking hunt that bitch down.
yeah, they're going
very
for
hard
like
to find.
$300 now. Yeah,
I got mine pretty cheap. I'll look it up. You can
yeah,
see
I got mine for what it came out as. But like they've almost tripled in price, I think, at this point. It's crazy.
I think because Bayonetta 2 it was limited distribution, right?
Yeah, well, even just the regular copy of Bayonetta 2 that comes with a digital code, like that's going up in price too. Like just to get a standard copy of that game is like fucking $90 for some reason.
Jesus Christ. I paid
Yeah,
like $20.
Yeah, it's stupid. And that's for better or worse. That's something that I kind of like about physical games is like you never know, like fucking Fortnite, you get this stupid game and it skyrockets in value, and that's kind of cool. And then you have the opposite where it's like, okay, you bought it at full price and it plummets and now you can get it for $2. Like it's just kind of interesting to have that element in there where with digital it's just like, well, I got it
Here it is.
and we're done and nothing changes.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's stupid. Let's move on. This one is for you, Jess. If I can find the thingy. Where's the thingy?
You better fucking find it.
I found it.
Okay.
Ta-da! A Horizon multiplayer game confirmed in development. This was it was either like offhandedly confirmed or rumored. I don't remember, but it's now officially confirmed. It was confirmed via a job listing from Guerrilla Games. The post confirms a handful of details about the upcoming game, as well as confirming the rumor of its existence. The new game is set in the Horizon universe and will feature a new cast of characters, a quote, unique, stylized look, and a large world that you can explore together. Ooh. The job listing points towards a game with a complex narrative that fans will likely expect from a Horizon game, which is good. That was kind of my concern, is that they were just going to do like a, I don't know, like a Fortnite thing or just like a versus kind of thing. I like that they're actually going to make a narrative driven, like a co-op experience.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping they would do.
Yeah.
But it will feature side quests, factions, and cooperative combat against humans and machines. The job listing also mentions, quote, "We are continuing to create epic solo adventures for Aloy. Can't talk.
Halo.
But there, Aloy.
Halo 3.
But there is more. So in combination with the multiplayer game, they're also going to continue to make some sort of spin-off or sequel or something for Aloy's character and continue to do the the traditional Horizon game as well. Because that's always a concern too, is like when they do something like this, like are they going to turn it into something different? Like are they going to get rid of Aloy and like, oh no, we're going to follow this character? And
They'll name it Beta.
that can work sometimes, but I just don't like that. Like we play the games typically because we're connected to the cast of characters, so it's like, oh well, it's Horizon or it's whatever IP, but none of the characters you like are in it. Like why?
Stupid.
Just make a new game. But yeah, I hope it's good. It's the kind of multiplayer game that I was hoping it would be.
It fucking better be.
Yeah, fucking better.
I'll just wait for Diz to send it to me.
I still haven't bought the new one.
You still have you even played the first one?
Oh
no.
Diz.
Whoop.
Diz. I have an extra code for Horizon. You want it?
He's offering you digital.
You're setting me up for failure. No.
I know. Okay, here's the deal. I will give you that code for free, but you have to buy the physical edition.
But you can't use it.
I was already gonna buy the physical one.
Just leave it sealed and leave it in your goblin cave.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my goblin cave.
Put it in the goblin cave. Goblin cave. Do it. But yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
This one's for Alec.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
Wow.
Death Stranding is getting a movie treatment. Kojima Productions and executive producer of Barbarian, Alex Leibovich, are teaming up to make an adaptation of Death Stranding. The only bit of information mentioned outside of the film's existence is that the movie will, quote, introduce new elements and characters within the Death Stranding universe.
Right. We have to try and make this face.
Nah, I'm good. It's awkward enough with Norman Reedus doing it. I don't want to contribute.
So
What the hell is that game? Like,
apparently,
you get to make stupid faces in the camera in between delivering packages. FedEx.
UPS.
Well,
FedEx packages.
you make You make funny faces and it makes the baby smile. Yeah.
That doesn't help. That does not help.
I almost gave spoilers to a different game. Sorry, Sean.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry.
You know what it is? It's like you said, he's a FedEx delivery guy. So like he goes up to the doorbell camera and does that.
Oh, the Ring cameras.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If that was the case, I would be okay with it. I would support it 100%. But that's not what this is. But no, because like the baby's not in that room from what I played, right?
The
Because
The
baby.
baby
isn't that
is
like
in the
the
room.
isn't that the hub room where you just kind of go and you
The
like
baby's
sleep or
in the
whatever?
room. Sean, I've completed it twice. It's in the room. Get that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can do that before the baby's in the room. I think.
No.
Okay.
Get that.
I don't claim to be an expert at the game. I've played like
I
a couple
don't know
hours
anything
of it.
about babies.
BBs. BBs.
babies. Plus.
Baby BB.
I can't get past the micro penis level. I don't know. how.
It's too hard. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
I want Norman
Ooh.
Reedus to not be in the movie just because of how ironic it would be. Because
Norman.
it's like,
That'd be
oh,
so
we
funny,
got
actually.
the actor, the movie actor to be in the game, and then they couldn't get him to be in the movie. That'd be hilarious. I
That'd
would
be
laugh.
so funny. Uh-oh,
They
there's
should.
slander. There's slander in the chat, Sean.
Slander. God damn it, Michael. No. That is not
Is it
true.
that he likes Village?
Yes, it is. It's definitely
It
true.
is that is a no.
Didn't even have to look.
That is a no.
He's lying.
That is
He's lying.
inflammatory and it is inappropriate.
Sean thinks about Village and makes that face that Norman Reedus just made.
It's true. That's how I feel on the inside. Hey, Jazz.
Hey, what?
Hey, look. Hey, look.
Hey, look.
Hey,
It's
look.
Other Horizon.
Yeah. It's a pre-Horizon. A new Tomb Raider is in the works.
Tomb
The-
Raider.
The next Tomb Raider will be distributed by Crystal Dynamics using Unreal Engine 5. So that's a concern. I don't like that Amazon Games is involved in this. It's not.
But
not
Crystal
great.
Dynamics is still on it, so
Yeah, but who had like I believe Amazon Games is publishing, so they're gonna be they got the dollars. They're gonna be funding it. So depending on which direction they want to move the franchise is gonna make all the difference. Because
I'm confused.
the developer doesn't really have much say in terms of like what the game's gonna be. It's just gonna be they're gonna affect the quality of whatever the premise is. So
nah.
we
Didn't
shall see.
Embracer buy the IP or
They did. I don't know if they're co-publishing it or if they're I don't know licensing it to Amazon Games. I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll
Games.
find out. Let me read this. The company announced the partnership on December 15th and stated that this will be the biggest and best Tomb Raider yet, because they have to say that. The game will include all the staples that fans of the series have come to love, including reward-driven exploration, a narrative-driven story, and puzzle solving. They said that this will continue Lara's story. However, they did not clarify if that meant in general or if it will continue to build off the reboot trilogy. So yeah, they didn't really say anything about what the fuck is that company called?
Embracer?
Yeah, them.
Eidos.
So yeah, they more than likely just licensed it out to Amazon Games. So yeah, I don't know. At least they're committing to making a Tomb Raider game. You know, it sounds like narrative driven, puzzle solving, platforming. Hopefully, it'll just be a typical Tomb Raider game and not something that it's not supposed to be.
I'll have to try to guess what the title's gonna be.
Is it Tomb Raider
Revival
with an F at the end?
of the Tomb Raider.
I don't. I'll throw out a word. Retribution. I don't fucking know.
Tomb Raider Reckoning.
Ooh.
And she'll just go on a fucking killing spree.
Oh, that's
mean-
that's Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah,
actually.
that's already happened.
Yeah. Or you could jump off the tree with your fucking dagger and just stab him in the neck. Yeah. But then again, Aloy does that too. So
Yeah.
Aloy.
Oh God, why?
Is that Chris?
Speaking of village,
Wait, is that Chris?
yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
must
Put the
kill
picture of
him.
Norman Reedus back up.
He's getting so old in these glasses.
He
Nerd.
must. He must die.
He's smiling because of his micro penis.
Looks like a nerd.
He just got out of his goblin cave. Resident Evil Village's VR mode launches February 22nd and will be free. There you go. That's
Still
the story.
not gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no.
Still, nope.
You're gonna have to pay me money to play it.
Here's the thing, like,
Not even.
oh yeah, it's free, but you have to buy a fucking $550 headset to play it. So
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't say it's free.
If they want to buy me the headset, then I might play it. Maybe not.
Though I will give Capcom a little bit of credit because this is less scummy than I thought it was going to be, because I thought that they were essentially going to try to resell this game again just because of the VR mode, and they're attaching it directly onto the PS5 version exclusively. So like, you know, to play this game, you'd have to buy the game again and the fucking PS5 and the headset and all this shit. So at least Capcom is doing their part in making it free. So like, I can respect that element of it, but outside of that, it's fucking bullshit and shouldn't exist.
Sean.
So
Yeah.
why is he wearing glasses?
Yeah, did you add the glasses?
all-
No.
Because they're the
He's
same
all
glasses you have.
This-
It looks like you without a hat.
No, I found this online. It just like I was trying to find an image to put to the story, and I came across this, and I thought it was perfect.
Sean is Chris.
Yeah,
Sean likes
secretly.
Village so much he's cosplaying Chris.
Sean has to get new glasses.
Wow, what's wrong with my glasses?
Chris is a nerd.
Wow, it's true. What else do we have?
What else?
Oh, this one.
Whoa.
Oh, Blood
Microsoft. Wow. Microsoft confirms several high-profile AAA games are going to be PlayStation exclusives. According to a response from Microsoft regarding the ongoing Microsoft Activision Blizzard buyout, PlayStation is arranging for the third-party exclusion on Xbox platforms for titles such as Silent Hill 2 Remastered. That's how they phrased it. I think that's inaccurate because it's not a remaster, but that's fine. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and Bloodborne. They're all going to be exclusives to PlayStation, apparently.
Well, Bloodborne was already exclusive.
I know they're just calling Sony out in
Oh.
general for being like for pigeonholing these properties,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like Sony's making a big stink about the buyout that Microsoft is trying to do. So
big
they're
stink.
like, well, Sony's keeping all these properties out of our blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. They're just fighting like a bunch of little babies. But I have to say, like, this is kind of a big deal to have Silent Hill 2, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Remake all exclusive to PlayStation. I mean, they're available on PC, but that doesn't count because PC is garbage. But that's kind of a big deal. In my opinion, like as far as like my interests go, I would much rather be playing, you know, Silent Hill and Final Fantasy games than anything that Activision Blizzard is going to do. So I feel like Sony's in a better position in that regard.
Hey, Sean, you have some comments to read.
Some questions.
Questions? You spelled my name wrong. You fuck nonsense. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Sean.
I'm that guy. Says, hey Sean, I've wanted to ask this since the Duel commentary stream. Sorry if you get asked this a lot, but since the ending of Duel, what's your guys' next biggest project if you have one? Biggest project?
Sleeping.
Murder.
Murder, sleep,
A new
murder
news
in my
intro.
sleep. A new news intro. I mean, the biggest two are probably going to be whatever I'm going to end up doing with Resident Evil 4 Remake, Days of Our Lives season 2 using Resident Evil 5, and then probably the remake of RE4 Days of Our Lives.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
You never sent me those audition things that you wanted me to do.
I know. I have a bunch of shit to send out to a bunch of
Okay.
people.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me.
No,
Okay.
it's not just you. It's me being murdered by my job.
Listen, relatable shit.
Murder.
I
got you.
know. I'm trying. I'm gonna get there. I haven't forgotten, but yes, that is directly involved in what I was just talking about. So it's very important that I get that going this year. Survival Horror Fan says I wanted to know with RE4 remake, will Duel be getting a remake as well? Lol. Sorry if
No.
this has been asked, and I literally just answered that, so you're welcome.
I wasn't paying
Uh,
attention. What was the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Wow.
The answer
I'm
is
glad
get
that
fucked
you're-
and listen.
I'm glad that you're engaged in the podcast.
Sorry,
We're
my
almost
mom is
through the
texting
news.
me.
We're almost
What's
there.
a podcast?
I don't know.
Internet?
Resident Evil stuff. Here we go. Capcom is shutting down more fan remakes. A fan remake of both Resident Evil Code Veronica and Resident Evil 1 have both been in the works for about a year and a half by fan developer Brinscroft. Both remakes appeared to use modified assets lifted directly from RE2 and RE3 remakes. The Resident Evil 1 remake is said to have completely original content exploring the STARS team and RPD pre-outbreak, and apparently was looking pretty impressive. However,
Yeah.
Capcom has issued a cease and desist order from Capcom on both projects. Something similar to this happened with the RE2 fan remake due to Capcom working on an official remake. This doesn't necessarily mean that we can expect official remakes of RE1 and Code Veronica, as this could be a result of many factors. It could be that since shuttering the RE2 fan remake, Capcom is more aware of these copyright violations. It could be the fact that these Code Veronica and RE1 remakes blatantly use likenesses and assets from Capcom's properties, or it could just be the fact that if they choose to do remakes later down the road, they don't have competition to deal with in the future. So you never know. It could even mean that they are doing something, that they are planning to do some kind of a remake. Who knows? Only
It
time will
makes me
tell.
sad because if you've seen the stuff about those two fan projects, they looked really fucking cool.
I've seen some
They looked
screenshots
really
and
good.
I read a little bit about them. It does sound like they were doing something pretty interesting, but it is what it is. You can't really argue with
true.
it, you know. They
I mean,
especially
it's
like it was a little
legal
bit
stuff.
different. Yeah, it was a little bit
Sorry.
different with the RE2 remake, just because everything that they were using more or less was um like original content. You know, it was obviously inspired by Resident Evil 2, and there were similar assets that were remodeled and remade. But in terms of these two remakes, they're literally using like character models and environments that are torn out of and modified out of the RE2 and 3 remakes. So like it makes a lot more sense that they would shut these down even if they don't have an agenda, because they're
Yeah.
literally just taking their assets and repurposing them. And they're, even though they're not directly profiting off of it, they are asking for donations to fund the project. So like it's questionable, you know.
Yeah.
I could see Capcom's
It's understandable.
concerns. Yeah.
It's understandable, yeah.
Sean,
But
on the subject of copyright infringement from Capcom, I just wanted to mention I was at the dollar store and they finally took Barry off that fucking gun thing.
oh no.
No.
I know. I'm glad that I got you one before they did.
Yeah, I know,
You
me
reminded
too.
me. I saw Barry and I was like, oh wait.
I need. You guys saw that post, or I was gonna say poster, that picture that I posted with Leon. He has like Jill's beret on or something, and like they modified the colors, and they did the same thing. They used that model and they put it on a plastic toy gun thing. Like I saw that shit on Facebook, and if you guys ever see that in like a dollar store or something, some fucking shitty repurposed Leon
Oh yeah, I would 100%
attached to
send
it to a
it to you.
gun, yes, please.
Is it in the
Please.
server? I want to go see.
I think I posted it on Facebook. I don't think I put it in the Discord,
I'm gonna go stalk your Facebook real quick.
Yeah, same.
but it was amazing, and I
For
needed
the
it in my
first
life.
time in ever, I'm gonna go look at his wall.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, what is this unfollow? What does that mean?
Oh, let me click that real quick. Oops.
Add friend. We're not friend. No.
You need the report button. Report
Wow.
him.
More Resident Evil news.
Ooh.
Capcom claims that Resident Evil 4 Remake is not cutting content. Several rumors have been floating around claiming that the island and Krauser, among other things, have been removed from the remake. Given the state that RE3 Remake was released, this has obviously been a huge concern among the fan base, myself included. I don't want them to fucking redesign or remove any content from the game because that really irritates me. Luckily, producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi, that's a hard one, has
The third.
addressed the third has addressed some of these concerns in an interview, stating, "quote The team was divided into independent subgroups, each given a different area to develop: the village, the castle, and the island. These teams worked separately before their work was brought together to see how each overhauled element worked with the other to create a holistic experience. Our approach was quite granular. Rather than saying, oh, this is a bit that we struggled to make in the original due to technological limitations that we can now perfect, we took a we took 100 or wait yeah we took 100 individual small elements that make up the original gameplay experience and remade and repolished those building blocks." In addition to this, Hirabayashi had a bit more to say regarding the approach to the story. Quote, Leon brings a certain kind of wit to the experience. We've developed the character drama, specifically the interactions between the characters and their personalities. The original game was more gamey in that sense. Story scenes were mostly there to serve the pacing of the gameplay. Single player story games have developed since then, so it's been important to integrate the storyline elements. We've tried to make sure that this remake feels like a thoroughly modern story-based single player experience in that sense. So, I mean, that all sounds good. Sounds like they're avoiding cutting content. It sounds like they're putting a good focus on the story. We'll see what that ends up looking like. It definitely intrigues me because if this remake delivers a more cinematic experience with more character interactions, it's going to give me a lot more to kind of play around with in terms of making like Days of Our Lives content out of the remake specifically, because there's going to be more interaction with the characters and more just like conversations and dialogue that I can edit, more interactions that I can play off of. So that's probably the most exciting news that I've heard. And it's not even because like, oh, I can't wait to play Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's more about, oh, I can't wait to make a machinima out of this.
I can't wait to see what happens. Let me see.
I'm curious. I hope it's good. The news that's been coming out around the game definitely gives hope, even though it's not a lot of hope. And I'm sure they're still going to fuck it up.
Time for this fucking game. No.
But it's not like Village where it's just like I knew, okay, well, 100% this is garbage. At least there's a tiny little bit of spark of hope that this could actually be decent. So I'll take it.
It's a micro penis.
A micro penis worth of hype. Give it 2 micro penises out of 4. What else do we have? There's a couple things that I just want to touch on real quick that aren't like full-blown news stories, and there's already too much news as it was, so I just want to kind of go through this real quick. And this one's kind of relatable too. I guess Wizards of the Coast is changing the way that they're handling rights for Dungeons and Dragons in terms of like fans repurposing content and making kind of like a Critical Role. You know, they're essentially repurposing Dungeons and Dragons content, and they've been able to get away with it without having to pay any kind of fees or anything like that. But I guess they're revamping their policy where Critical Role and other people who are making money off of their content are going to start having to go through them directly to like authorize that content, and then they're going to start taking up to a 25% chunk out of whatever revenue people make from their content. So that kind of sucks.
But Matt already, like, his campaigns, like, he sells the adventure books. Like, well, not he sells, but he makes the campaign notes or whatever, and you can buy it now. Like, the quest that they did, like, in the first campaign, you can go and buy the book and, like, run the quest yourself. And it's, like, official Wizards of the Coast.
But previously, they probably made, if not all the revenue from that, like 90% of it, where now they're going to have to pay a premium to do that. And somebody like, you know, Critical Role, who has a large audience and a big, like a big standing within the community, like they're going to have privileges that your typical person is not going to have. You know,
Yeah.
there's people that'll do like Kickstarters, or, you know, they'll do like their little, I don't know, like I know there's a lot of like mom and pop game shops where, you know, people go in and they do their own thing and whatnot. They probably have their own campaigns there that they distribute in that way. But now if you do that and you don't go through that organization, then, you know, you can get taken to court and sued over it. And if you want to go through them, you're going to have to pay a premium to do so. So that's kind of disappointing. They put out a press statement, I guess, after the fact that said that, like, oh, you know, we're not going to be changing anything, everything's going to be fine. But this information wasn't revealed directly through Wizards of the Coast. It was leaked through some kind of an official document, I guess, in some kind of like financial meeting or something like that. So this was just kind of discovered. And if this document is legitimate and you take it for what it actually says, then this is definitely going to be a problem in the future, despite what they said, them claiming, oh, no, it's fine. But we'll see. Like that's damage control, you know. When a company has to say something, it's like, oh, you know, you learned something we didn't want you to know about. They've got to come out and do something about it. So I'm sure that's all that is. The fact that this got leaked and backlashed, maybe they'll pivot a little bit and maybe they'll kind of tone it down a little bit to what they were going to do. But this is likely going to be a thing. And that's pretty disappointing because according to this, it's been 20 years, I guess, that, you know, they've had this kind of open platform where, you know, you could come up with your legitimate
In a homebrew.
Yeah, you could do your own legitimate Dungeons and Dragons campaign and you can sell it and there's no consequence, there's no fees, there's no
I
licensing.
Yeah.
feel like that defeats the purpose.
Right?
Yeah,
But like
right?
I get like making it, but selling it, I can see why they would be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
what, like this is the base game is us. Like, why are we not getting? But at the same time, it's still like, why suddenly change it? Like they have the money.
Yeah, especially after all that time. And yeah, I'm sure they're not hurting for money. But I feel like too, it's kind of a gray area too, because like as long as you're not taking specific characters and things like that, and you're just kind of like you're taking like the general lore of the world and you're creating your own unique elements within the generality of their universe. I
Yeah.
feel like who cares? You know, you're clearly building a dedicated fan base that is going to spend money within your company, you know, as they're designing these things, right? They're going to make money off of these people because they're that invested. So why crack down on those people? It just doesn't seem necessary.
It's like a slap in the face for those who are loyal.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And then game prices are probably going to rise again.
Sasha.
So
Sorry.
hello, Sasha. But yeah, there's this huge long article. I didn't read through the whole thing, but basically it dives into, you know, all this shit that's going on and the state of the economy and inflation and all this shit and how expensive video games are to make in 2022 and 2023 and blah, blah, blah. And like this increase to $70 is more than likely going to be just the beginning of the increases because there's supposedly just too high of a dollar value on creating like a AAA that they're saying, like I think it was like $200 million or something that they invest in a typical AAA title to get that produced, which that doesn't make sense. Let me find this real quick.
Wait, do you
there
mean
was some
like physically or like the work put in?
the what?
You said the cost of making a game, like physically or the work put in. Does that make sense? Like
That doesn't make sense to me.
like the disc, like the materials, or
okay.
yeah.
No. That to like from conception to publishing.
Okay.
It costs whatever $200 million. And there's a figure out here I want to find real quick that just didn't make sense to me.
It made dollars. Yo.
Because it's a lie.
It
Like,
probably
take-
is. It sounded like some bullshit.
They're lying.
Oh, here it is.
so
Here it
they
is.
can back it up.
Making a AAA video game and this is based off of like numbers in I think 2017. Making a AAA video game costs roughly about $10,000 per person per month to make.
No,
How?
no,
Are you
No.
paying? Are you paying everyone that works there $10,000 a
no,
month?
I want to
No,
play
you're
make
not.
games. Fuck.
Right? There's no way that's happening.
absolutely
And
not.
remember a while back where we were talking about, oh, this is how much the CEO of a video game company makes per hour, and it's like fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour that CEO is making. That's where the money is going. That's where the problem is. You can't tell me that it legitimately costs you fucking $10,000 per person per month, and you have like 450 people working for you.
No,
There's no way.
there's
You're not gonna like.
no.
There's where would that money go? That makes no sense. And furthermore, like if it's that expensive, how is the CEO making all that money?
Exactly.
How can you legitimize that? That makes no sense.
Exactly. It's a fucking lie. They're lying to you.
and you compare like modern gaming, oh, it's so expensive to make video games and whatnot. Well, there's a lot of breaks that they get making video games, like modern video games, where like most of the things are digital. And if you do make a physical copy, there's less plastic used to make a case. There's no manual. The distribution for physical is substantially reduced because the majority of it is digital. You don't really give a lot of price breaks in terms of distributing digital, because like when you're selling retail, you only have a set amount of time to sell a game before demand dips. And then, the brick and mortar places are going to have to get that shit out of there, right? They have to clear space for the next thing that's coming up, right? So you had this cycle where, you had to distribute things quickly, and then they would have to reduce the price and they would take a hit on that. But today, that doesn't exist. You can just, oh, we're going to put it up digitally. It's $60. It's $60 forever. Outside of just, okay, well, we want to we want to drive sales, so we're going to do 20% off or whatever. Things like that. They control that whole situation more now than they ever could before. So like
Now more than ever.
costs they have to be decreasing substantially, and they're getting more profit. And then we have, of course, the shit we always talk about. You got your season passes and your microtransactions and your digital content and all this shit, right?
Distractions.
So there's no way that can be true.
No,
It's fucking impossible.
it's a lie.
And you look at somebody that fully invests, like even going back to when games were $60, you get your general person who invests entirely in a video game, which would mean they bought the game for $60, they bought the season pass for probably 40, and they probably dropped a little bit extra for the bells and whistles here and there, right? So you're talking $100 plus that they're getting out of a particular game that isn't even a games as a service game. So like the profits are way fucking higher now than they could have been,
And not to mention,
in
some
the
of those games aren't
90s
even fucking finished.
Yeah. And like compared to the 90s and shit, when you're talking about a cartridge, like cartridges are way more expensive to produce than a disc. And
They
again,
want
compare
you
that
to
even
pay
further to
more
digital.
for
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like games should have been more expensive then than now. So all this bullshit about, oh, it's so expensive to make games, it's bullshit. There's no way that's possible. It makes no fucking sense. So like I'm
No.
tired of seeing this pop up in the news, and now it's like, they've got these graphs of, oh, look how expensive it is to make games, and we're bleeding all this
Do
money.
you know how easy it is to fake a graph?
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like today's society, people don't look into shit. They take everything at face value and they're like, oh, that must be true. And then they just accept it and they adapt it. And then guess what? Now we're paying $100 for games plus season passes and all this other bullshit.
Plus.
So plus, but yeah, this is not good. Games are going to get real expensive and the quality is decreasing. Like the cost is going up and the quality is going down. Why? We're going to destroy the video game market. And I'm kind of hoping it happens because something's got to give. Like we got to hit the reset button. Something's got to change because the way things are now and the way they're going is real crappy. And then Bloober Team said something about Silent Hill 2 remake. They basically just kind of reiterated that they're trying to put fans at ease about remaking Silent Hill 2 in terms of like they're staying true to the source material. They know the importance of the story and the atmosphere of the original game, and that they're going to be staying true to that. So fans shouldn't be concerned about them deviating from like the story or trying to change too much. The big thing that they're claiming to do is just modernizing it in terms of they're doing the over the shoulder camera and they want to modernize the gameplay and update the visuals. So if that's genuine, then I mean it has a good chance to be good.
Not much to worry about.
Yeah, if that's true, that's the thing. This could be
Yeah,
PR. bullshit.
exactly.
I don't fucking trust these companies. I trust them now less than ever.
That's now.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, that's correct, Sasha. It's the more they jack up the prices of stuff, the less people are gonna buy it. So they're fucking themselves even more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, Scott said, in fairness, inflation has gone up like 40% since '93. And yeah, but you know, the inflation argument I get to a degree, but you also have to consider like as the cost of goods increases, the cost of like minimum wage and what you make typically goes up as well. So there is a disparity there to a degree. Like it's never in line, but it's not like one goes up, you know, way over the other one. They both go up together. Typically, you know, the inflation is higher than the wage increase is going to be. But again, looking at modern times, you know, with COVID and all this political bullshit that's been going on, like they've been rolling out pretty substantial and frequent increases for your general um employee. You know, there's been out of cycle increases. Like I run a team, like I'm a manager in my building, and I've given my associates fucking multiple increases in a year of like $1 to $1.50. So like in 1 year, they're getting like $3 an hour raises. Like that's insane. That's unheard of. That never happens. So you have to consider that kind of shit too, right? That's more money that goes into that goes against that inflation. So to just be like, oh, it's inflation, or no, it's not that simple. There's much more going into it than that.
They're banking on the basic or lack of knowledge.
Yeah, like I
So-
said, you're 90% of the population does no research. They blindly follow whoever their information resource is going to be. And generally speaking, that's like Facebook or like an influencer.
Some
And these
sort of social
people,
media.
yeah, these people don't know shit. And no one's fact checking anything. So, yeah, we're just like, oh, that must be true. And then we move on with our lives. But no, that's not the case. And that's why things are getting so shitty and out of hand, is because we're not thinking about anything. We're not questioning anything. It's no bueno. No,
No,
no.
no, no, bueno.
But I didn't mean to shit on you, Scott. I was just this is based off of what you said there. Like, yeah, there's more to that inflation thing. I do get it to a degree. Let me get caught up real quick on the comments. Sasha says, to Sean's point, it's also a bit nonsensical to jack up the prices while literally everything else in the world becomes increasingly more expensive outside of yeah, for sure. And like look at our look at the digital economy and where we like the whole world is structured around like donations and supporting influencers and stuff like that. Like that environment could not exist in a world where inflation is so bad and that we don't have an excess of disposable income as a society, right? You know, if things were so tight and so bad off, like you wouldn't have anyone donating to people making videos on the internet. Like, please like and subscribe and go to patreon.com.
Wow.
But no, like legitimately, like it's good. It's good that we're in the place that we're at where we can do that. You know, we have the luxury as a society to be well off enough to be like, hey, you know, I like this creator, here's some money, I support you, I want you to keep going and be successful, and I want you to have this job because I enjoy being entertained by you. Like if we were in, if things were as dire as people are trying to make it seem, that wouldn't exist. You know, we'd be like, oh well, I'm not giving you shit because I need to eat. Or like, I can afford one game because they're so expensive and that's the only game that I'm ever going to play for the next 4 years. Like that's kind of how they're making it seem, and things are not that bad off. Things are healthy. There is a good healthy economy, and there's a lot of money going around, and there's actually a lot of work out there that people can pursue and get and start earning an income. But again, society, there's so many people that are just like, well, that job's beneath me, or I should, you know, make money working at home and be a billionaire like the YouTuber that I watch. Like that's the mentality that we're dealing with, and it's a problem. Survival Horror Fan says, why did they skip a chance to remake the original, and Shattered Memories doesn't count? Yeah, I think we kind of touched on that before. I think when we were initially talking about the Silent Hill 2 remake, is that Silent Hill 2 is the popular one, right? It's kind of like they remade Resident Evil 2 first rather than going back to 1 again or starting with 3 or something like that. Resident Evil 2 is the safe bet. You know, it's the popular one. It's got an audience kind of built into it. It's less risky. I mean, there's risky elements with it because it, you know, it's a beloved game and whatnot. But if you stick the landing, there's so much money to be made off of that one that it just makes more financial sense to go that direction.
Sean,
Hello.
why didn't you make the first game first?
Because it's already funny.
It's true.
Okay, bitch.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Not telling.
Yeah, graphics are killing design and costs. Yeah, even that I feel is kind of debatable. But yeah, I feel like if that's such a concern, that's something that you could look at as a business. Like graphics are great and everything, but they're not as impressive as they used to be. They're not a centerpiece anymore. So if you needed to dial back a little bit on the graphics to make something more worthwhile in terms of gameplay and narrative, do it. Like people would be accepting of that, and that's what I would prefer. I'd rather, like, I really enjoy good graphics, but I would rather see innovation and something new and interesting, and you know,
I'd rather have fun.
yeah, have fun, be true to the nature of
My
the art,
favorite
right?
my favorite graphics are like PS2 graphics in general.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
overall.
agree.
Oh,
It
shit,
is very,
smack
it is,
my-
it was a
like
good
stick
era.
people.
Stick people are fun.
Stick people are beautiful.
They got micro penises too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that's kind of that. The Last of Us show is gonna suck. There's been some news that I was gonna touch on, but the moral of the story is it's gonna be poo poo, and that
Stop
makes me really
squeezing my
sad.
micro penis, Alec.
I'm trying to get it hard.
Wow. The more I have you watched any of the interviews with uh the two actors that are going to be Joel and Ellie? It's
No.
concerning. They seem uncomfortable. And that's not good. And they're keeping the details about what the show is going to be and how they're handling it really close to the chest, and I think there's a reason for that. And like every time there's a little bit of information that kind of squeezes out, it's like, uh-oh. One
It
of the
could be
things that they
end-
talked about recently was, or they didn't even talk about it. Like they're not talking about anything, but it kind of, there's just like, it's squeezed out that they're going to have specific episodes. So this season 1 is going to encompass the entirety of the first game. And it's going to be, I think, either 9 or 10 episodes. And that's not a lot of time for one. And they're going to be having character specific episodes where that are going to be like outside of, you know, the storyline of the game. So it's like, oh, well, you know, this side character from the game is going to get a whole ass episode, and we're going to learn about who fucking knows what they're doing on the side, or their life before the fall, or whatever the fuck that looks like. Irrelevant shit, right? So we're going to be eating up this limited amount of time frame that we have to tell this really good story on dumb, frivolous bullshit that nobody cares about. And I promise you that there's going to be fucking these story arcs, you know, driving diversity, and we got to get that shit in there.
Are
And
you?
and the story's going to suffer from it, because like, again, yeah, maybe if it was appropriate, you got like 20-30 episodes, multiple seasons that are going to run the span of the first game, and you want to do a topical episode that makes sense within the universe and isn't force feeding me bullshit, then yeah, that's great. You know, it's good to tell a message when you have time and a platform to do it and it makes sense to do it. But like, they don't have time to do this, and it's everything that we see is like, oh, we got to have this fucking propaganda and blah, 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 blah. And I'm so tired of seeing it in every goddamn thing I watch. Stop. I just want to watch The Last of Us. I want that story. I don't want to know the fucking writer's political agenda and all this shit. Like, I don't care. I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, stop. I want to watch the thing. Let me watch the thing.
Okay.
You could play it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! See, that's
My
probably
hot
gonna be better.
take. My hot take. I don't like The Last of Us.
Lucky you, because I love.
Oh,
That's my
I
hot
see.
take, and it's mainly because and I had so many people like trying to shove it down my throat. And the more you try to push something at me, the
Yeah.
more I don't fucking like it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It's on the same. I played it and
I like this story, but
Yeah.
like it's because everybody like was trying to force me, and I'm like, fuck off, leave me alone.
Yeah, it's just like
It's
fucking.
nothing different to me.
Has anybody seen that newer He-Man show?
No.
I mean, it's a random thing, but the reason that I bring that up is because it's called He-Man, and it should be about He-Man. And within the first episode of the show, they sideline the main character to bring in this strong, independent, brave woman character, and they tell
She-Man.
her story. And He-Man, the titular character, is treated like, not only is he not there, but the few times he is there, he's treated like some dipshit. Like, they shit on him and he's worthless. This is fucking his show. And like, this is what's happening throughout media in general. It's like to push a message, like we're
That's what
we're
we do.
shitting on the source material. Like, people want to see the source
Boobs.
material saying that it's going to be like, we don't need this random bullshit that you're putting in here to tell the, you know, fucking bullshit
What's going
woman
on?
power or whatever. I fucking hate it. Stop.
Lee has a comment.
Yes,
Yes,
I
Lee.
do. I feel a whole lot of this stuff going on could be resolved very easily if we just took a machete to all of it. Just cut it all
Please.
out and just move on. It'd be
Yeah.
that much easier. Like,
Yeah,
slash.
it's fucking inappropriate, and it fucking Sarah, like, they made Sarah black. Why? That game actually has pretty good diversity, and it has compelling characters that are multicultural, and there's a focus on strong and weak male and female characters, white and black. Like, you had a great mix in there and everything was great. So what is the purpose? What does that accomplish?
Joel has secrets.
Yeah, apparently, right? Like, what the fuck is that about? It doesn't even make sense within the narrative of the source material. There's
Like, Jill and I were talking about that the other day, and my response to that was, "Who cares? She's gonna die anyways." In the real beginning,
and you know what's
so
funny?
it doesn't matter either way.
You know what's funny? I'm calling this right now that show's gonna get shit for killing the little black girl.
Or they're gonna keep her alive.
Or
No,
oh
in
my
our
god,
version,
why did you put that in my brain?
in our version, our Joel never met Ellie.
That is legitimately possible that could happen. It's like, oh, they just thought she was dead, but fucking 20 years later, Dad, I survived.
She was faking it so she could get away from him.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I swear I will lose my mind if that happens.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
That show's
What?
gonna make me so angry.
It already
What
is.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, even
What the fuck?
remember fucking Ellie's childhood. She was still a child, but her like girlfriend was black too, right?
Yeah.
What? Why? It's not. There's not a lack of. There's not a lack of diversity in this franchise.
Maybe they're gonna make Sarah be Riley.
Oh my god.
They'll be like,
Stop.
oh,
Stop.
Riley was actually Sarah the whole time. She has the T virus, so she never aged.
I
I'm
just don't
Paul.
understand the world. That's news. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot of news.
I like
That
that.
was a
That's
whole bunch of
news.
Yeah.
we have some gams. Am I wrong with that shit? Like, am I the only one frustrated by this? Like, I feel like I'm crazy sometimes.
Forcing stuff into already established media? No.
Yeah.
I mean, the only
I just-
way I could see a possible change in source material is if the source material was really fucked up in the first place, like supporting.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
agree with that. You know, no one's gonna when they make a change like that that legitimately makes sense. You know, no one's gonna argue with that.
Yeah,
But when there's no purpose, there's no benefit than just to be like, hey, look at this. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, everybody.
they're
Like-
trying to pretty much buy views from, you know, they're trying to get views from the people. They're like, oh look, we have diversity, so everyone should watch this.
Right. And even if you just
That's
take
it.
the core concept of something, if you're making something artistic, you're writing a story, and the core concept of what you're writing is diversity, it's probably gonna be shit. Like because you're
Shit.
not telling a story.
Shit.
You're trying to force feed a message and no one wants that, you know? So like if you can put diversity and inclusion within a narrative and it
just has to
makes
be
sense
an
and you're writing
organic-
that cohesively into a story, great. Nothing wrong with that. I'll never complain about that. But that's not what's happening.
They're just
Uh-oh.
injecting it in everything.
Mhm.
Alex
It's not
dying.
wrong to be Alex. Stop! Don't do that.
Don't die.
It's not bad to want these things in your media, but you can't just. It looks half-assed if you do it that way.
Mhm.
It looks
Yeah.
shitty. Stop.
And it's kind of like this, like I've kind of mentioned this before, where it's like, you know, like Saints Row and Mass Effect, and you know, a lot of games that I play, like I play as a female character because, like, you know, it's just interesting. Like I like to hear their voice, and it's just like I enjoy that experience better, and I enjoy like that's how I enjoy these games is through that lens of a female character, and that's great. But if you take those games and you force me to be a female character because you're trying to push a fucking narrative, like at face value, you're doing the same thing. Like you're giving me the same experience, but you're tainting it in a way. You're tainting it in a way that's like it's frustrating and it's insulting, right? Like
Yeah.
don't like I don't care about your message or your agenda. Like let me experience the game. Like either you
here to
have a
have
good
fun.
story to either you have a good story to tell or you don't, and that's it. Like don't shit on and ruin all these great properties just because you want to tell me your message.
You have a question, Sean.
Sean, have you watched Netflix Resident Evil? Sorry, I can't remember if you said it. I did, and I fucking despise every piece of that garbage. It's the worst. It's funny too because I think just the time that show fell and what was going on, like I don't think I ever really dove too deep into that. But yeah, one of these days I'll talk about that fucking show. That is just shit. Everything
I
about it
had
is
a
garbage.
love-hate relationship with it.
What did you like about it?
The actors performed really well,
That
but
is not
everything
a
else fucking
win.
sucked.
That is
Shh.
not.
I'm complimenting the actors' talent,
But that's
but
just
they
this.
also fucked everything up, so it's fine.
I feel bad for those actors because they get jaded, or they don't get jaded. They get robbed of their performance. You know, because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they did everything that like what is his name? Lance Reddick, I think is his name, the guy that played Wesker.
He was so good.
That guy is a great actor,
He
and
was
I
amazing.
like him in almost everything that he's in, but I hated him in fucking Resident Evil because they were trying to tell me this is Wesker, and no,
Who the
he
fuck
didn't
is that?
look like him, he didn't act like him. He was Wesker in name only.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you immediately ruined the character for me. He did great in the show. He was a good actor like he is in everything that he does. But that role is doomed to fail because the writing and the depiction of the character
I
is
also
fundamentally broken.
I didn't like the protagonist. She was fucking annoying.
Both of those kids can go die in a fucking ditch.
I like the other one. I can't even fucking remember her name. I like the other one better, but the main one that you focused on, she was fucking stupid. I didn't like her. She was a bitch.
Yeah. It's like it sucks about Wesley Snipes because he did tax evasion and he disappeared or something like that. Went to jail. I don't know. I really liked him, and like he was such a good Blade, and I fucking like Blade 1 and 2 are some of my favorite all-time movies, and out of like all the Marvel movies, even current day. They ruined the third one, and then that kind of sucks. But it's like I would love to see Blade come back. Like there's so many roles out there
Wait,
that
so I
that
didn't even know
that
that was a
have
Marvel movie. Hold on.
diversity included in them that we're just ignoring. And I hate that. You know, and as much as I like Wesley Snipes, I don't want to see him as Chris. You
Yeah.
know, like it doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? And it's
Don't
just like
mess
you've got
with characters that are already pre-written.
right. It's just so irritating.
I feel that people would be better off if they just ignore everything that frustrates them, with everything that they like that been turned into like an agenda to tell a particular message or anything. They just ignore it and just find something else to focus
But
on,
that's the
because
problem, though.
otherwise you're driving yourselves upside. You're driving yourselves into madness.
I personally give it a chance, but I try to go in with a clean slate, like act like I know nothing of it and see if I like it then, judge it fairly. But shit is shit, unfortunately. I mean, yeah.
If you're going to hear things that are going to ignore you, then don't pay any attention. Just stay away.
But
I
that's the
didn't
thing,
want.
you can't. It's literally everywhere.
Yes, you
It's
can.
true.
Everywhere.
You
Like
can ignore it.
let's just look at the broad or the more narrow spectrum of like what I like. It's in Resident Evil. It's in
Sure.
fucking Last of Us. Right? Two of my favorite franchises. Like it's all over that. Like it's in the news. It's just constant. Like every show that I watch, you know, I wouldn't even give a shit if it was like, you know, something that happened here and there. It's like just, you know, a couple of individuals doing their thing, whatever. I don't care. But when I can't fucking look away from it because it's goddamn everywhere, fuck, man.
All right. Let me give you an example of one of the things I like. I liked the era of Top Gear when Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May ran it, and I still like them now. It doesn't mean I have to pay attention to every little thing they do. Not even when one of them, like Jeremy Clarkson, gets in controversy because he said something on Twitter. I can ignore that. It does me a lot of good. I don't have to obsess about everything like everyone else does in the world, it seems. So I can turn it off. I can enjoy the parts I want, and I can ignore all that shit. So, in theory, you can do the same. A lot of people can do that as well. They can ignore this stuff and not make a big drama about things.
But
It just takes.
that's I think that's the bigger point though for me is like there needs to be discourse. Like, it shouldn't be ignored. It should be a conversation, for better or worse. Like, we should all be talking about, like, is there a need for this? Are we doing it properly?
That's
Like,
true. Because if you
there's a
ignore a
yeah, there's
problem,
some
it doesn't get better.
right. There's a middle ground to be had. Like,
Yeah.
there should be more inclusion in general across the board, regardless of who you're talking about, in media. That's a thing that exists. But this isn't the way to do that. You
Sasha is also
really,
correct.
really, it needs to stem from the writers. You need to have writers that are intelligent enough to work these things out. And really, we should be pursuing new modern ideas of where we can build that kind of mentality in, where it works and it's streamlined within the narrative of a modern story that we're telling. Like, there's no need to repurpose anybody. Like, we like these like, you have expectations for every character that you're attached to, whether it's the way they dress, the way they look, the way they act, their personality. If you start to fuck with these elements, if I look at a character and I don't know who that is until you tell me who it is, you failed. Right?
I
You
mean,
should
yeah,
show me the character and I should be like, "Oh shit,
that's
this is the live action version of so and so.
that's
Let's fucking
the
go."
reason for the way they design certain characters in like comic books and games and shows. They design those characters specifically so you'd be able to easily recognize them and be like, "Hey, it's that person."
Right.
It's just the art of the character design. And I don't know, I feel like it's a little different, because obviously I've personally never watched Top Gear. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. But the stuff that Sean is talking about is already like pre-written, like there's a source, there's a game, there's a book, like there's something about it, and they're trying to change the core material of that. And I think that's the frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Not trying to be mean to anything you're saying, Lee, because I get where you're coming from on that.
Yeah,
Because
definitely,
Lee,
I have no.
your mentality is good. Like, it's coming from a
Yes.
genuinely good place, and I totally respect that. It's just like that, like, viewing it that way can, like, unknowingly cause damage if enough people think that way. And it's like the road to hell is paved with good intentions, or whatever the fuck that's saying, right? It's like, yeah, your ideals are great, but if we ignore the problem, or we're just, oh, we're going to be optimistic about this thing and we'll just look at the bright side, like, yeah, at face value, that is great and it's a good outlook to have. But if you apply that to everything, everything's going to go to shit, because we're just going to enable all the bad things, all the bad behaviors and the bad practices and inequalities that are happening, because we're just not looking for it. We're not looking at it and we're not talking about it. It's getting to the point, and it's a double standard too, because, like, you can't, we're in a place right now. I'm sorry that this is getting political, but it's just like, I try to, like, right now, just with the way things are, or video games, like, I have to sift through this shit, and it's just so all over the place that I have to go out of my way to avoid it, and I can't, because I'll have nothing to talk about. And it's just, I go through this emotional roller coaster of just going through the news of, like, I constantly getting angry. It's like, I just want to talk about video game news, but it's like, oh well, this is fucking annoying, and then I see it 4 times, and it's like, and then I go down this rabbit hole of all this bullshit that's happening in media and in the world in general, and through influencers and Facebook and all this shit, because it's all intertwined. Like, everything feeds into each other, because it's a cultural problem at this point, where it's overflowing into media, and you can't escape it. So it's like, I can't avoid it, and every time I look at the news, I get so frustrated, and I tell myself, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it.
but
And
you
then I
do.
end up talking about it a little bit, and then, like, I'll try to suppress it so much to the point where it gets to, like, we're talking about The Last of Us, and it's just like, I kind of erupt a little bit, because, like, it should be talked about, and the points of it should be a discussion. It's
Yeah.
not even just about my opinion. Like, I'm not like, oh, everybody should just listen to me because my opinion is the most important thing in the world. Mine is a opinion. But the problem is, the majority of people that have my opinion or a similar opinion to me don't talk, because like the way the culture is right now is like you're setting yourself up to be attacked or canceled depending on your position, and it's fucked up. Like, why are things so fucked up right now where we can't even just have a casual constructive conversation on both sides about the middle ground? Like, a lot of this stems from equality, right? But there is no equality. It's about,
It's
whatever
it's a
I
business.
that needs to be the priority, whether it's
Yeah.
white or black or male or female or whatever we're talking about. It's about me, my beliefs, and my background and my color and my gender or non-gender, whatever it is. Like, that's what matters, and I'm going to push towards that goal. And that's fucked up, and we're getting to a point where me being a white male, like, my opinion is like getting very minimal. And like, at the end of the day, like, all I want is equality. Like, I just want it to be fair, and I want inclusion to happen in all areas. Like, we're
Yeah.
creating this narrative of like toxic masculinity to the point where like we're killing off the idea of a strong male role model, and that's fucked up. Because like, what about the kids, like the young kids who need a role model one way or the other, whether that's a strong leading male or female or whatever that they can look up to teach them. We learn a lot from media. We grow up with media, and we learn examples of good and bad, and you know we develop our taste based on these things, and we attach them to like Superman or whatever, right? Oh, he's a good guy and blah blah. Like, we're killing those roles. Like, fucking Henry Cavill got canceled because like he was going to be coming back as Superman, and everyone was excited about that, and that was cool. And he got canceled, and they pulled the role from him because a couple of women made a comment that he was inappropriate around ladies. No proof, just a couple of opinions was enough to sway the studios to remove him.
I mean, if that's the case, that's a majority of people are inappropriate around women, children, men. Like, it doesn't matter. People are inappropriate because that's people.
Yeah. But it's not just men, it's people.
Yes.
Like, all people.
But because it's a man, it's bad. People.
It's just crazy, and it's like I'm not a political person, and like people that probably just know me off the podcast are probably think I'm very outspoken and shit. But it's like that's how bad things are. That like just somebody like me who doesn't give a shit about this shit, just because I have to live out in the landscape of the news, like and that I consume a large amount of media, like this shit is so in my face all the time that I either have to choose to just shut up and not talk about anything, or quietly be frustrated, which isn't right either, or to talk about it.
It's not healthy either.
No, it's not right. And again, like if I don't fucking talk about this stuff, then like that goes against my ideals, right? I feel like we should have discourse. We should have conversation about this stuff, about important topics like this when they become a problem. So like, if I don't talk about it, then right, that's going against my beliefs, right? I'm feeding into the problem at that point, because like I'm one of the few people on the other side of things that can see the problem, that can see it, the other side, the less popular opinion. So like those are the people that need to speak up and have a conversation, and it doesn't need to be negative or aggressive or anything like that. It's just we just need to have a conversation.
I also feel a lot of the stuff is biases.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
That's
Welcome
fine.
to the video game podcast.
Well, I mean, it was a nice conversation.
That's fine. I just brought it up because Alec needed to, use the bathroom.
Hey.
So I thought I'd bring it up a
Yeah.
discussion. That's all.
Well, I mean, it was a
So-
nice discussion to have. It was.
Yeah.
Didn't, I don't think it got out of hand, and
Yep.
everybody
No.
remained
Yeah, I
relatively
hope-
cool. So
Yep.
I hope
and
that
he-
nobody feels that way.
And in
It's
that,
just. Oh God.
yep. And in that time, Alec was able to deal with his micropenis. So it's
Wow.
Did you get your micro penis under control? Not yet.
You can't find it. It's that small.
damn.
So now that we got all that out of the
Anyway,
way, let's
okay.
play a game.
It's game time.
Wanker.
Wow. Me? I'm a
Everyone.
rebel.
All
Apparently.
right, Sean, throw up a thing. Throw up a thing.
Sean,
a
throw up.
micropenis. Uh-oh. Oh shit, I closed it. I got distracted. Give me a second. Sing a song, do a jig,
We don't.
Do
We
a
don't
jazz.
get.
do a
Jazz
jig.
hands.
All right, which game are we playing first?
Whatever one you happen to put up.
What the fuck? Where's my shit at?
I'll probably change the rules on one of the games, so yeah, just whatever.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna pee.
I've got it.
It's too late. I'm peeing.
As we speak, it's happening.
Exactly.
All right, so we're doing reverse and remember. I'll explain the rules. Well, I think this has played this game before anyway, so I will play a clip from a video game. I have reversed the clip, and you guys have to tell me what that clip is. Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Okay. Here is the first one.
Oh, I know what it is. We'll give the chat a chance.
Sounds
'cause I'm
like
pretty sure I
Dante.
know what it is.
Yep, I know it.
First thing I knew it was Dante, and then I figured out where it was from.
Well, Sasha thinks it's cursed shit. So Dante is
Could
cursed
rub
shit.
it.
Dante in cursed shit,
Woke edition.
featuring micro penis. Sorry, Dante.
Oh, contrary, you might give him an idea for his Silent Hill 4 parody. the subtitle for it.
It's like he comes across that hooker. It's like, I really want to have sex with you, but my penis is too small. So
get
I'm going to
away
go
from
through
me.
this hole.
So I'm pretty sure it's from Man Spider.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh,
I don't
shit.
know. Could you?
I mean, I've got an idea what it is, but if it's based on if you want me to answer a particular parody or machinima, I am afraid I don't know the answer to that.
But you
I just
should
know-
know.
I just know what game it's based on.
Okay, what's
Oh.
the game?
I think. Well, when we give all the answers, I will answer. We're still giving the chat some time, right?
Can you play it again?
Yeah. Yeah. Here it is
Yeah.
again. Do you know what? It kind of sounds like the start of it, like Dante's doing a Kamehameha, but.
That's why I think it's Man Spider, because he kind of does that when he does that attack.
I feel like it's his Resident Evil 1 parody where he did like all the voices.
It could be.
This is reverse and remember. So I play a short video clip, although it could be Machinima, and you have to tell me what it is. All right. So here it is.
Okay, yeah, it's not that.
It's 100% Dante.
Yeah, it's
It's Resident
definitely
Evil
Dante.
1. Definitely Resident Evil 1. That's what I'm sticking to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it sounds like the
So-
pitch goes like Barry, and then it sounds like Jill.
The clock.
So
Oh
The
yeah,
clock ticking.
good call.
I'm going to say the OG Resident Evil in the dining hall, and
With a knife.
just
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
and just to be different, I'm going to say the Residents parody or Machinima.
Genre, should I reveal?
Do
Yes.
it.
Okay, here's the reveal.
What is this?
What
Yep.
is it?
It looks like some kind of bald monster or something. Jesus Christ.
That bald monster was having Kenneth for dinner. It
Copyright
was
infringement.
awful.
Oh my God. Kenneth is dead?
Kenneth, he's dead. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I actually
Okay, fair
forgot there was Michael Jackson music in the background, so
I'm
My
gonna
bad.
sue him. I'm gonna sue him for the Jesus Christ joke.
Hopefully YouTube doesn't pick that up.
so I try not to get these things or fucking music things, so I'll try not to. All right, is the next one, and it is RE1 speed. Is the next one.
I got one.
Here we go.
Really?
RCS?
That end part kind of gives it away there.
Really? And the beep right after.
I feel like that's freebie.
Is that Shayla's
I mean-
voice?
Do we have to guess what episode?
Sure, why not?
Oh, boy.
Damn it, Diz.
Wait, play it
Made
again.
harder.
Yeah,
All
play it
right.
again.
Here it is again.
Here we go.
Oh, I hear Die
Is that
Hard. It's
episode
the
one?
Christmas thing. No, it's the special. Like,
I was gonna say the special.
Happy Holidays. I heard Die Hard in the background, like the.
You would.
It was the Shayla laughing for me.
It's the one where you guys answered the questions, which is really funny because we were just saying quotes from that earlier.
All right, here's the reveal.
Oh, I love this song.
Merry Christmas!
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the update.
I do agree that sounded like me a little bit in reverse.
It super
Sasha?
did.
And that's why the joke was for a long time that Shayla voiced Jill in The Residence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And you could hear
That's
her
it.
eating. You could tell she was eating in that recording.
Professional.
all right. Let's do the next one.
more happy kind of woman. God, yes, narrow net, but open it, and made of your very hard kind of woman. Arash, we in the cost to it one. We in the cost no one so.
That's
I think it's Duel. Days of Our Lives, Resident Evil 4. But I couldn't tell you what episode right now.
I feel like it's 100%
it's
Duel.
the episode with Ashley and Leon.
That's a lot of dialogue.
It's the footprints that footsteps that I recognize.
Fucking footsteps.
I couldn't recognize. The only person I recognized was Ashley. So
You didn't recognize me? Wow. I'm
no, it
offended.
didn't sound like you at all.
Duels of Our Lives.
Maybe because he had gritted teeth for it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, shall I reveal?
Yeah, I think we all have a pretty.
Okay, here he is, the reveal.
Are you done?
Was someone talking to you?
Well,
No, nobody was talking to you. Now shut up.
what the hell is your problem?
From the moment I got here, everybody I've met has been incredibly annoying and or insane. I swear to God, the moment I get back home, I'm handing in my resignation and stabbing your father directly in the heart with the pen I used to fill out the paperwork.
Jeez. Is that Carmen?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, she's not here to recognize.
Recognize.
All right, here's the next one.
Batman.
It's even more nightmarish in reverse.
Yeah. It sounded like he said Satan at one point. Kill Biz.
One more time, just for this.
Batman. Listen, he says Satan.
My cat at 3 a.m. outside my door.
Oh God.
So, which episode is it?
Just listening
Episode
to that
2.
hurts my throat.
Oh my God.
It's Unjustice episode 2.
It's totally episode 2.
Maybe
True.
3. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Episode 4. Wow.
Okay, here's the reveal.
Then back grenade. Do it.
Justice.
That blew up in my face.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Rage.
That's hard.
It's
hard. Okay, what about this one?
What the fuck is that?
That was terrifying.
I'm scared.
It was. Did
The
we
part with the
summon
echo, I was
something?
just like, Jesus.
I want to say I heard Alec in there, but I couldn't be sure.
I heard Alec too, but I just don't know. Well, Sasha, this is horrifying.
It
It's
is.
true.
It's a fucking
It's-
nightmare.
I'm scared.
Gonna have to hear it again though.
All right.
We're probably
here it
more
is
scared
again.
because we heard Alec.
True.
All right, here it is again. I have no idea. I heard Dante and I heard Alec. I think.
See,
Oh.
this sound has no like background noise for me to cheat off of. So
Is it RE2 Spood? Birkin and
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Leon?
Borkin?
Borkin. I'm like, what have Alec and Dante been in together?
See, my thought process was his Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah, the
I hope he
echoiness of
sees
it made me
this.
think that too.
I hope he hears that out. That was good.
Okay, here's the reveal.
That's what Alex said.
What is with you humans and needing to masturbate? Now you definitely need a shower. Gross.
Where's the shower?
The other way. No. That's your son's room. We haven't got time for this.
Heavy rain.
Sure we do. I do love the feel of my son's balls.
What?
Will you stop saying that?
Never!
Heavy rain.
Lines I should say.
I'll take things I never thought I'd hear Alex say for 500.
Alex?
You think I would
And
say
we're
that?
getting flagged.
Oh no.
All right. Here's the next one.
I heard jazz.
I hear more Alec.
I heard like fucking Hitler. Oh, sorry. Somebody already said Alec. Never mind.
Oh.
No, but seriously, that's what it was like. What the fuck?
I think I also heard of one of those like laboratory doors, like open or close. So
I thought I heard somebody say snake.
Gunfire.
I heard a RE2 machine gun.
You're
All
an
right,
R2
here it is
machine
again.
Wow, you're a micro penis.
Here it is again.
God, I don't know.
I want to guess that maybe that's based on RE Resident Evil 2, where the police officer is waving at the helicopter to pick him up, and then he's firing the gun to fend off the zombies, but he takes out the helicopter.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But why was I in there?
It's a remix.
You must be.
It's the read. I'm thinking of things that me and Alec have been in because it sounded like I was
Ed.
talking to you. Fuck off. Play it again.
Play it again,
Okay.
Sam.
I didn't hear Fwank.
Jag bara den sak med kom
A fucking RE2 door. RE2 sound effects. What the fuck?
Oh, did any of you have a role in Catcon Friends?
Mm-mm.
No.
Because that's what it reminded me of.
Oh my god.
But it could be.
I thought they were speaking Italian.
Excuse me. Racism.
Mario.
Wahoo!
I could be what?
Wahoo!
There was
Go
an
on, have a
echo.
guess.
There was an echo. Did we
I
have
think
like off-screen
Sasha's
voices?
right.
Like from the Spood, right?
What?
Like you're talking about from the RE2 Spood?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we have off-screen like because there's an echo and I don't remember. I guess I'll agree with Sasha.
Wow. I
Well,
guess
then.
I'll agree
Well,
with
she said no, like the
I guess
helicopter
I'll
scene.
agree with that dumb bitch.
Damn! I just meant I guess I'll just stop thinking.
I mean, you guys got better guesses than me. I'm stuck in like having a stroke. I
just
feel
don't
like every time I
remember-
look at the camera, I'm like begging for help.
I just don't remember
For
what
just
else
$1 a
like, we had
day.
roles
You
in.
could...
For just $1 a day.
God, is that even a relevant joke?
I make that joke all the time. Everybody at work makes that joke, so it's relevant to
Oh,
me.
good.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Oh my God.
infomercials aren't even a thing anymore, are they?
Oh, they are. I see them a lot.
Are they? Does cable exist still?
Specifically the for $1 a day.
That's still happening.
Yes.
What
my
would you
God.
do if there was a child right in front of you?
For just 25 cents, you could save this little doggy.
They probably ask more now because of inflation.
For 50 cents.
You can help this grow her
$1.25,
micro
you can help
penis.
people suffering from micro penis disease.
Anyways, RE2 Spoon. Apparently.
I don't know how you got from there to there, but here's a reveal.
Ice cream! Come on, man, get it right.
Come on, boys. Don't you remember what happened last time you did this?
No.
Oh, shit.
She's taking on me!
Bloody nerds!
Hey, Mark, stop! You'll cause another outbreak!
Bloody hell. You happy, Marcus? Calm as a bitch.
Oh my god, William, you're covered in ketchup!
No, you idiot. I'm bloody dying.
Well, hang in there. I'm gonna get you a lot of band-aids.
Bitch, band-aids aren't gonna save me.
RE2.
Did not remember that line.
Bitch. All right. Here's the
As
last
band.
one.
As band. Plus.
Here's the last one.
Plus.
Excuse me while I feel violently ill.
It was horrifying and hilarious at the same time.
I know what it is. It's me yesterday.
What the
fuck? Sasha says play it again.
Okay.
You just descended.
What the fuck?
Hurry.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm an adult.
How can a fart backwards be funnier?
Because the fucking
and then the fucking music. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
I am
Life is stupid.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sure is, but also yeah.
It also smells. Ooh.
A shit.
A shit.
God damn.
That shit was funny.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I was not physically, mentally, or emotionally prepared for any of that.
Oh.
Here's the reveal.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I better take a shit selfie.
Who here knows what Max just did?
A shit?
No, besides that.
A shit?
Shit.
Oh my god.
That line is like
Oh.
Dante's golden line. It's just a shit. Oh.
Okay, that was R&R.
My face hurts.
I'm crying.
Everything
You
hurts.
can't see it, but I am.
I totally forgot about how you said that one line was, oh, whoops.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoops. Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Memories, memories, good times.
I can't even focus. What am I doing?
Should we wrap this up?
A shit.
A shit.
Yeah, we're
A
on
stat.
3 hours, by the way.
Yeah. We should wrap up.
At least
I'm gonna wrap up my micro penis.
What are you gonna wrap it up in?
A band-aid.
A bandana?
A band-aid.
That's my bandana, Chris. The fuck are you doing with my
Episode
bandana?
181.
My micro penis is folded right now.
I'm really on topic, but do you still have those videos?
Oh, God. Excuse
Of his
me.
micro penis? Well, this is going to be a porno for now.
I think we know what the subtitle for this episode is called.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't want to know about these videos.
The fuck are you doing with my bandana?
Oh.
Oh my god, help.
Send
Call the
help.
police.
Shit.
You can send help at
Shit.
patreon.com/.
For just $1 a day.
For just $1 a day, you can support
Oh boy.
these guardians.
What videos?
The cosplay
Wow.
videos. Rebecca,
Oh,
fix me with your voodoo shit.
Love you guys too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close this out with another clip of the news. How's that sound?
What?
The news intro. We'll just play it again.
How?
Just play it again. Play it again, Sam.
it again.
Anyways, this has been episode 181. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content or buy merchandise like t-shirts, hats, and more on our website, the-ward.com/shop, where you can buy your own micro penis. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Good